Yeah.
Come on, man.
Lush deserves the body.
You should touch it.
Body ninja.
Touch it. Flip it. Something. Stop format it.
What are you rocking? Like collab merch?
It's just a shirt that the homie, you feel me?
BS. EST.
Blessed Savage.
Picasso.
Shout out to Blessed Savage
Oh,
clothing.
Blessed Savage.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. You ever look at like, you ever just kind of zoom out a little and you're like, damn, everybody's just like buying t-shirts that just say things on them. And then you just, I mean, look at us. We're literally all wearing black t-shirts that just say different things on
I'm wearing
them.
my WAG 100 merch.
I like that.
Oh, that's a bar.
No, you're not blind. This is not Munchie B. This is Michael, who we talk about a lot here on the podcast, but has never actually appeared on the podcast. I hate to break it to you guys, but Munchie B basically said that he thought that he was going to be able to make it. Something came up. He couldn't make it. Haven't even had time to remove him from the thumbnail yet, if we even want to do that. But Munchie's not able to be here with us today.
We should still capitalize off of him agreeing to come on by leaving him in the thumbnail.
Oh, I love that. I mean, there's definitely a No Jumper Show episode that Unk is still in the thumbnail, even though he didn't show up.
Is he just like sick or what's wrong with Munchie?
My assumption / guess is that he drinks excessively on the weekends. And then I think that he thought that he was going to be chilling today, but then he wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. Because to be fair, we didn't know that this pod was going to happen until this morning.
Yeah.
And so he was like, all right, cool. And then I guess he couldn't get it together.
I'm still kind of like figuring out what my beliefs about Munchie are, or like my observations about his life. And sometimes it does seem like, oh, you drink a lot. And then other times it's like, oh, well, like he shows up sometimes Tuesday and he's just like chilling. But then that one time he showed up and it was like, boom, main character, the Munchie B show. And nobody was complaining because it was a good old time.
That was great.
But when he walked into that room, it became a very different podcast.
For sure.
Like super drunk.
Yeah, he walked in just annihilated and just immediately like took over the show. But it was hella funny. So like nobody cared, which is kind of unique because normally almost anybody, if they were to just show up and make the show all about themselves, you would like be mad. But we all just kind of were like, oh, this is sick. We're just going to sit back and watch this show.
Yeah, I remember like me and Donnie were talking about it. And we're like, oh, we ended early. We ended like an hour early that day.
Did we?
Because it was supposed to go, like the shows have been going on until like 8 p.m. recently.
I love hitting 4 hours.
I remember specifically that one being like, oh, we're done. Like, all right.
Especially when you start reading donations from the fans. It's like, that's an easy extra hour if you're going to read a bunch of $5 donations.
At least 25 minutes.
That's like you could race through it and it's going to be like 25 minutes, honestly.
I think our audience really just gravitates to somebody being genuine. Like that's why, for example, Bizzle. People love Bizzle because he's just himself through and through. Munchie B has that same quality about him where there's no like affectation. He's not trying to please anybody. He's just being him.
I feel like both Ant and Munchie have not had their gangster weakened as a result of the podcast. It's cool they're not here so we can talk about them. But they you know, like I feel like a lot of people have came on the podcast. There was kind of like an assumption that they were tough, they were cool, they were whatever. And then at a certain point, that kind of shatters. Whereas I feel like with them, doesn't feel like it's...
Ant still has that like aura around him. Like
because Munchie's been tested more because Munchie's got people like Whack coming for him all the time. And obviously there's the easy low-hanging fruit jokes with Munchie and everything like that. But especially Ant really hasn't like... Nobody's been able to poke holes in his armor yet.
Well, it's like No Jumper is going to provide the platform for people to see, to poke holes through your aura. But if you actually stay solid and you are who you say you are for real, you're going to wind up being all right. And I think that Ant and Munchie are kind of testament to that. Like, you know, like there's, but also
people were talking about T-Row like he was a slider when he first came to No Jumper.
Was that a thing?
I mean, yeah, like everybody, because I think like Big U or somebody at one point was like, oh yeah, he was a serious dude where he's from or some shit like that. And like, I think everybody kind of like had this assumption that he was on some super gangster shit, and nobody thinks that anymore. And that's not even like me trying to take a shot or anything, but it's like when you start out in your podcasting thing, you could kind of get away with whatever. Like, but I remember one time we asked like, what was the craziest? And I know this is T-Rail derangement syndrome, but there was one time where like, it was like, what's the craziest, most fucked up thing you ever did? And I think that T-Rail said, like, I hopped in the car for a drive-by.
Oh, shit.
Which I always thought was pretty funny, because at that time I was like, oh, people were talking about you like you were like probably really down for a drive-by, not just hopping in the car.
Yeah, I mean, like, I never had that image of him. I always thought he was like a chill dude that was.
So you knew more about him than us, though, because now we all know that, like, oh no, he was the guy making the foil shirts.
Don't you think though that like his aura was way more shattered after he left No Jumper?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Because
It didn't happen till after.
Yeah, because when he was still here, people still thought like, even if he wasn't like the king of the gangsters, he was like a cool guy. He was respectable. Like the streets were fucking with him, and then it was through him showing his own booty hole on his own platform.
And people started, now people think of him as like a zesty, like, you know, skincare routine guy.
That was
Nobody thinks he's tough.
Yeah, highly damaging.
But like, okay, AD came on the podcast, everybody was treating him like a super gangster. I'm not gonna say that he's like T-Rail, but I mean, people might talk about him a little differently now.
I feel like the more anybody talks on camera, the more inconsistencies people are going to have to point.
Oh, yeah.
The more like potential trick bags you put yourself in, the more, you know, contradictions you make, etc. People are going to be like, this fool's full of shit. There's more opportunity. The more you talk.
For sure. And it's like, that's why I look at somebody like, okay, take somebody like Traplo Ross. Traplo Ross blows up off making content that realistically does not have much to do with him. It's like he's the person who's conveying information about telling you some crazy story from back in the day that you didn't know about, or you kind of knew about it and you never thought you'd watch a 3-hour documentary about it, or, you know, whatever. But like someone like him thinks to himself like, oh shit, like they fuck with me. I need to do more stuff. I need to do podcasts. I need to do whatever. And it's like, it's a very human, easy to understand idea that like if they like your videos or whatever, if you have a clothing line and it's like, oh, now that I'm a successful guy with a clothing line, I need to like go on podcasts and evangelize for my clothing line,
right? But
really, like when I look at the fashion world, that's one world in which like not overexposing yourself is of the most importance ever. You know, like anyone, if you own like Zach from FTP, Zach from FTP would be a fucking idiot if he did a podcast every week.
No, he needs
you got to hold on to that aura.
Yeah.
You know, and I see people in the fashion world who do weekly podcasts now, but they're almost lucky that they don't take off. That like there's some people I can think of who have like successful clothing brands and stuff, and it's like you know, they're getting like 3,000 views an episode, and it's like that's probably a good thing. You don't want to be the guy getting 100,000 views, because that's way too much. That's like too much attention on you. What do you say?
I would say there was like an era when Dub was here. Like I wonder if that affected his sales in any way.
I feared for him in that environment. Like I kind of like I just didn't think it was probably like the best idea in the long run, because he doesn't want his clothing line to be fucking constantly on the chopping block. And then you look at that situation that happened with him and Pun and shit,
that would have never
which we definitely need to talk about later in relation to the Bucci Bear. But like that would not have happened if it wasn't for, and it was kind of like a weird connection because he was really just kind of sitting next to me when I was talking shit. But that was like probably the only like real like dub related like negative controversy that he's had, and I kind of blamed No Jumper being a cesspool as part of why that happened.
Okay, so when you see guys like Traplore who are able to essentially, you know, have a huge amount of momentum without having all these other people involved, and he does like so much more. It's just like him talking, and he does like, and you see that. Does it ever make you be like, damn, I could just be Adam22, the YouTuber? Like, why am I even focusing on No Jumper? Like,
well, he does have like a big team around him and everything like that, but that's kind of something that I've been sort of going through recently, is that like we started trying to like make more of an impact or more of an effort to do more of the sort of scripted videos and putting together videos about topics and everything. And it's like, it's kind of crazy actually trying to do it on a regular basis, because you realize how fast and how good people like Flacco, 1090 Jake, Traplore, all these people, like cases are happening or shootings are happening, and they're going through the paperwork, they're writing scripts, they're doing all this shit like really unbelievably fast. Like a lot of these topics are just like dead within like 48 hours. And maybe if you're a 1090 Jake, you're like beloved enough by your audience or even trap lore or whatever that like you can get away with making a video about something that's kind of played out. But I mean, it's tough, and it almost has kind of made me feel like shit. Like maybe I should just double down on podcasting and not try to do any of the scripted stuff, and instead, like, if you want to do a more in-depth look into something, still do that in the form of a podcast, you know? But that, like, when I say that, it's like I already do 2 weekly podcasts. And it's like some weeks I feel like I could do 10 podcasts, like of just sitting around the homies talking about shit. And then there's other weeks where I'm doing so many other interviews or so many things, porn, whatever, like that. It's like those 2 podcasts in a week seems like that's totally enough, you know? So I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about like what I even want to do content wise, because I still kind of want to have that machine that's creating these sort of like scripted videos and topical news, whatever related videos. But it's so much harder than every time I try to do it, I just like realize it's hard for another reason.
No, I'm actually personally glad to hear you say that, because that means that you still believe in No Jumper and like what the entity is beyond just like because I think a lot of people would just focus on their own brand and wouldn't choose. Like, there's really not too many other people that, like, if you look at all the other people that are like in your category, like Joe, Vlad, you know, their brands are their name. It's not like some other entity. But
I feel like with Joe, he's always like been the kind of guy who really like needs someone sitting next to him to have a conversation. Even Vlad for the same thing. Like Ak has the streaming by himself superpower for sure, like more than like anybody I know, in the hip hop space at least. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. And you know, like doing solo streams is something that I'm down for as well. But I don't know. I kind of like the vibe of just sitting there. Like, there's so many things, even in the last 20 minutes, I've talked about that I definitely would not ever talk about if it wasn't for me singing across from somebody. But I feel like, you know, a lot of people, it's the chat. The chat is the other person. So they're kind of going back and forth with the chat. I'm like glancing at the chat, but not really looking at it that much. Like, I don't know. It's like talking to another person has always just felt a lot more natural to me.
Well, yeah, because I feel like eventually if you're constantly, unless you're of the Ak or Not category, like if you constantly are referencing the chat, it kind of loses context when you're, as a viewer, just trying to watch the video. It's like,
but as a viewer, I feel like that is kind of like relatable to the audience, that like if they feel like you're reading the chat and talking to the chat, that feels real for them. Otherwise, but like, let's say I was doing this with somebody that they absolutely fucking hated. I mean, that's not relatable. You know, they have to kind of like the people that I'm sitting with, you know,
and have to like, kind of have an interest in the topic too.
And that too. I mean, the topic is above everything, because you see that all the time, that it's like, you know, even if you're Joe Rogan, if you cut a clip and it's like just a boring title of like Joe talking about something boring, like that's not doing shit. Yo, quick shout out to my peoples at Everything 420. You know that Lush got the bong, I got the box. Shout out to our people at Everything 420. We're gonna bust that thing out in 1 second. I just want to show, this is like what you're packaging, the mystery box from Everything 420 looks like. We've got a pipe of some sort, a bong. I'm going to assume this is like a small lightweight bong. And then we've got this backpack that is just filled with tons of amazing smoking paraphernalia. Everything from a Death Row Records Skull Blunt Bubbler.
That's hard.
Of course. To Universal Plug THCA Flower.
Weed.
We've got Super Smash Magic Cinnamon Toast Crunch Chocolate, which will send you into another dimension. We've got
scary for me.
All kinds of papers and different things. This is all just like an average sort of mystery box. You can get your hands on so much different product. It's absolutely incredible. And of course, we got like pre-rolled cones and things that don't necessarily include marijuana itself or THCA weed. But yeah, shout out to them for this box. This was amazing. And I really wanted to as they said, show the poster. Where? Oh, I think this is the poster down here.
Oh,
no, this is another inflatable joint, which you oftentimes see.
Oh shit.
Do you have the poster? No, that's an inflatable joint.
Whoa. This is the inflatable joint.
Donnie just ran out of here. Like there's a poster that he's going to get that I think that he just realized that maybe he was involved in not remembering this poster. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. He's probably gonna be back in here in 2 seconds with a look, there's a poster.
Young poster life.
Young poster life. How could you not put this on your wall? Literally. How could you not put this on your wall? Put this on your wall.
Save some pussy for the rest of us if you have this on your wall.
That's like a thing you put at college.
Dead homies. Yeah, this is what you got to put this on your goddamn wall and have the time of your life. So
Along with Farrah Fawcett.
Oh, yeah.
And what's the band one?
Mike, you've been doing this a long time.
Bob
You gotta
Marley.
stop talking during the ads, you piece of shit. Everybody, and then one more thing we got. This is the craziest thing you guys ever seen from everything 420. Lush, show us.
Oh my
Whip it
God.
out.
All right.
Show it to us. And I would love to actually see you operate this. Look at this.
Okay, so
You gotta like point it out. Well, now it's full of water now.
it's not, unfortunately, but
Oh, okay. I have a bottle of water,
yeah, let's
damn.
blow up.
but do we need like a funnel or
You
like?
can put it down here.
Yeah. Okay.
mean-
But is that gonna be? Should we get like
I
a
feel like Mikey
small
could
bottle
do
of
it.
water? Are there any small bottles? You guys, you just come in here and don't. You have a huge bottle of tequila and you don't have any water.
There's a found bottle of alcohol.
What is this? You you have all the everything 420 in the whole world, and you're instead drinking McQueen and the Violet Fog.
Sometimes I wonder what Lush does like
We
outside
do
of
them
here.
both.
What is this?
I think it's
Lush got the Mossberg. Someone sent him the chat. Yo, but shout out to our people at everything420.com. They've got an app. It's fast. They got discreet shipping, and you can use the code no jumper, one word, at checkout. And yeah, for sure, like the ad read is over, but I'm gonna continue to just watch how you.
yeah. We're about to.
Yeah,
not
this
only
is
that,
actually sick.
but y'all know how I smoke, so we smoking a spicy one.
Oh yeah, you're gonna mix it up.
Yeah.
Damn, everything 420 does not co-sign you using their products to take mole rips, but for
Called
sure,
moles?
moles. I grew up calling it a mole.
There were mokes when I grew up.
Mokes,
Same shit.
you're a mook.
No Dijon.
No Dijon.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
If like,
This is
like
the thing that shot me
beyond
on.
beyond like no podcast persona, let's pretend we're not on live right now. Beyond like our professional relationship as a friend, if I appeared on Dijon's pod, would you be like, oh, Lush, you fucking up? That's not cool.
No, I don't care.
You don't care. Like actually,
I'm trying to think of why I would care. But I don't think I care. What's going to happen in that environment that would be like destructive to No Jumper?
nothing, but it's like I'm your friend, and like Dijon like did some janky ass shit.
Yeah, but
like,
I called him on the podcast recently.
kind of what I was thinking.
Like, I would never have anything to do with him in a professional setting. I would never like let him come back here to do content or anything like that, because I think that he's like a deeply fucked up person who's basically always looking for an opportunity to fuck over somebody who gave him an opportunity. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Luckily, he weighs like 400 pounds. I couldn't throw him very far. But as far as you going on his podcast, didn't somebody else go on his podcast recently? I think Ralphie did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. Why would I care?
Okay, so I'm going. If that's the case, then I am going to be on Dijon and Rich Trapper's pod in a couple days.
Do it.
Three gay men.
But
In the words, 3 gay men. In the words of Poetic Flacco on the new Cypher, all you N words, FAGS, you ain't rich and you ain't trapping. You should play that. Make that like a voice note on your phone and just play it over and over.
Rich for show already is going to have a response for that. I'm pretty sure.
But
And
probably like almost nobody will ever see whatever his response is.
the thing is, like, I had Rich
Nobody
Trapper,
works harder for less views than him. He makes like 20 videos a day. They get like 400 views each.
I had Rich Trapper dissed in my shit and I took it out. You feel me? And we're on a good accord. You feel me?
Okay.
Peacefulness. So I'm excited to hop on their pod, especially after the controversy that they just had with Bo Jackman.
What'd they do with Bo Jackman?
Bo Jackman went over there and Rich Trapper kicked him off the pod.
Why? Can we watch it?
He believed that Bo Jackman was being racist.
That is believable.
I think like this is my biggest take on Bo Jackman, and
Oh, the AI thumbnails.
Yeah, I think this is just the audio. I don't think the video is actually out, but
Wait, really?
yeah.
It's not out yet? It's not going on like an Instagram?
It's on Instagram. Yeah, just the audio though. You can't see the video, but you can totally hear the whole thing. It's a pretty long clip.
Oh, then I definitely don't care.
Yeah,
that sounds
but
really painful.
Yeah, long story short, I think the biggest thing about Bo is he's not really trying to hear people's feedback. So when people say this sounds racist, when like black folks are telling him, hey, this sounds racist, we ain't fucking with this, he's like, nah, but I'm not racist.
I know.
And they're like, nah, but this feels racist to me, I'm black. Like it hurts, like he's like, nah, but I didn't say a racist thing.
Like in modern times, it feels like you've never seen an incident like this in which you had two people of different races saying very racist things to each other, and then both of them just really being incapable of accepting that they said anything racist in any way. Like the worst apologies in the history of apologizing for saying something racist. Also, Lush did just hit the Mossberg. That was good. But like, I mean, think about it. Like her reaction was, I don't hate all Mexicans. I just hate them dirty ass no jumper Mexicans.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And then his response is like, yes, I told a black person to go eat fried chicken and to go mix Kool-Aid together, but I don't know. Like, how does he say that that's not racist? I don't know. Like, same thing with the.
He said, I could say this.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing. Like people say, like when they're like, I want to say the thing without.
I could say, look, you're a failed rapper, drug addict, like you know what I mean. But I didn't, like white Jewish wannabe, but I didn't. I could say that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That is a good trick code to say like the most offensive thing, but to be say like, well, I'm not gonna bring up your dead parents right now, but I could, but I'm not. So I'm actually a pretty good guy if you think about it.
No disrespect, but insert disrespectful phrase here.
Yeah.
Now, Michael, you actually had an altercation in this incident as well. I think it's a good
because you are a covert Mexican.
I am a covert Mexican. I know it's hidden in between this white skin.
But
a lot of people don't know.
Was that you feel like a part of why? I don't think it was even. Or did you feel offended for the raza?
Well, here's the thing with me. It's like it's weird because I always take note. I don't really overreact when someone says something racist. It's just like, all right, whatever. Like if they are, that's, I don't need to fuck with them or whatever. But my problem with this whole thing is that after, and I don't want to talk about Hellcat too long, but after like that whole happened, she left and DM'd me because she thought I made that post about like the black lesbian.
Because somebody posted in the No Jumper Reddit, it was basically like, "Hey Hellcat, this is me, Mikey from No Jumper."
And I was like, I had to be like,
what did they say just to close that? What was the thing they wrote after it?
No, so they wrote something. They posted a video of Steven and Hellcat fighting, and it said like black lesbian fights Mexican and no jumper, whatever the fuck it says, but it called her a dyke on it, and she thought I posted that, so she like DM'd me, whatever, like screaming at me basically, and said, "You run the Reddit," and I was like, I don't run the Reddit. I don't sit at my computer and run the fucking Reddit or clean up the Reddit all day. But
there are people on the team who are mods.
Yeah, there are people, but that's not what I do.
People out there watching don't know who any of them are.
Yeah, no.
And
besides maybe one. But even then, they don't really know.
But people don't spend like, none of us over here spend any time really playing the Reddit that close as people might think. Yeah, we look at it. You feel
and I realize that you guys, like, I know when you guys look at it because someone will show up in the No Jumper group chat talking about something that was posted in the Reddit like 6 hours ago. And I'll be like, Lush finally looks at the Reddit.
Yeah. When they saw me walk into the liquor store, you know me, like, that made it to the Reddit.
Yo, that was funny. Somebody fucking filmed it. I just love that the person who filmed it was in the Reddit and that they knew that you walking down the street was a pretty good clip for the Reddit.
Did you like stop and come back right there, or like after you went to the store?
So here's
Well, he had more footage of you hanging out.
Yeah, I even sent it to the group chat, the selfie. And
I just seen the clip of you. Oh yeah. Okay, I seen that.
Here's the thing: I didn't think much of it because I'm used to anytime I walk down the block, I'm gonna get recognized like a couple times. You feel me? Like, and I'm literally outside every single day. So I walk to the stove, I'm walking, and there's a bunch of fools. Shouts to all the fools that be posting on 7th Street. Y'all know who y'all are. You feel me? All the good people outside there. They usually always say, "What's up?"
Was Day sparking shit?
That's a different 7th Street. That as well.
Point,
yeah.
Good point.
So
can you put your lighter? Long live Data. Can you put your lighter on the? Oh, thank you.
So I'm walking down and someone's like, "Hey, Lush." So I look up and I chunk the hood at him and say, "What's up?" You feel me? Like, Like, and
Chunk in the hood is crazy.
that's what I did. You feel me? Like, and I said, what's up? I walk in the show real quick. You feel me? Like, get my buzzies. And as I'm walking back, they say it again, like, Lush, Lush. So I walk over and I say, what's up? I say what's up to everybody over there. I'm always super, humble and polite. They're always like, oh, Lush, what you doing over here? You feel me? I'm like, I live here, dude. Like, but dude was working. He had a green, you feel me, working vest on.
A green buzzball.
My buzzball matched his work vest.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. I should have been like, bing. You feel me? Like, but yeah. So that was that. But
I still haven't even got a chance to do like a drinking green buzzball line.
ooh,
I just hit him with the green, drinking green cop to matcha line, which you got to be like,
pretty good.
In order for you to be like white enough to know about matcha, and then also like street enough to know about sipping green. This is a unique collection of individuals who will understand that bar.
So
I would say some shit like, you fake ass sippers, you fucking up, y'all. The only time you see me sip green is with a buzz ball.
Ooh,
You
okay.
feel me?
That's
Like,
pretty good.
type
Take that.
shit,
What were you about to
like,
say?
I was gonna say I know who Gorbachev is, but who is Mario? I already forgot the last name that you said.
Coins? Slap the Mario coins.
Is that what you said?
Slap the Mario coins out. Anybody committing
that's
treason.
what you said. Okay.
Because
I
I
thought
just
you
said the
someone-
thing about how you a plumber and a snitch,
Yeah.
and then a slap the Mario coins.
Okay. All right. I thought you were saying Mario and then someone's last name. I just
Mario Vaga coins. Yeah.
That's my alias. If I started doing a corn, my name is Mario Coins.
Mario coins.
Yeah. This is fire.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Cypher is out.
Yeah.
We're all feeling pretty excited about it. I feel like we should probably like just go through and just watch each individual verse and kind of do a little bit of a reaction at this time. So I guess we're going to throw on the headphones, and I guess let's let the verse play in its entirety, and then we can jump in with our commentary.
I just want to say that this new bong is incredible. The shotgun bong.
I just meant to put the earpiece in my ear, and I tapped the split on it.
Fire!
That's never happened to me before.
Let's go, Adam.
Holy shit. And I knew it felt wrong. I'm like, why is that?
This is why we can hang out.
It was it loud?
Spin side.
It was loud.
Oh, thank
All right,
you.
here we go.
Shouts to Kenny Malice on the beats.
22 stir in this hoe and I got fentanyl for sale. Feed the streets and send my boy for baby bundles through the mail. Chopper bullets hit you, leave you crippled like Terrell. Stead told me when he hit it, it smelled like a tuna melt. Now it's a Caesar salad. All my ops got baby dicks like the Nirvana album. Broke boys steady sipping Greenland, they just copped the matcha. Tapped in with the crisp where we still finna eat at Red Lobster. Put a carrot in his booty, now he vegan. Are you a plumber and a snitch? Dear Lord, give me a reason. Knock the Mario coins out, anybody committing treason. I don't even believe in God, how could I not be a demon? I'm at home in old block, but I still brought a Glock. The little homie Muslim buddy finna pork a thought. I'm at the taco truck like, how much does a torta cost? Put a red dot on his head like he Gorbachev.
All right.
Gas.
It's unfortunate that we have to note that I recorded this verse like 2 months ago. There's a lot of topical things that probably would have got referenced that were not mentioned. Like a 4 extra bar is kind of a prerequisite at this point, you know? Now, you did have a 4 extra bar, but it was right after the King Pill
In
4 extra
reference
thing.
to King Pill.
And then even like I would have dissed King Pill.
know.
I probably would have loved to diss King Pill there.
Did the 4th of July thing happen at that point?
No.
Hell no. It was way before that.
This is, we literally recorded this in, I want to say, like late April, early May.
It's been a while.
Like, yeah, it was like a long time ago. It was right when, like you said, the 4 extra, right when 4 extra came home.
But then meanwhile, Tayef Third gets to diss King Pill and shit because he recorded his like way later. And then Brandon, it's well, we can get more into it later, but it's so funny that Brandon made his whole verse suspect oriented, which is like
about sus being in PC.
anybody could have guessed that he was going to do that. Like, so then when he does it, it's just so funny.
The thing is, like, definitely all of us that were using topical references, it would have been way different. I know my verse would have been considerably different, but the fact that I think that people still
Like, I was still thinking about Aaron the Plumber.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
says
like,
a
these-
lot because I have not thought about him much in a while.
I'm not mentioning Sharp. I'm not mentioning, you feel me, any of these people that got mentioned. And I made it a point not to diss in my verse, but you know.
Wow, actually,
Yeah, I just saw that.
damn, Munchie said, if somebody's petty, they could have said you was dissing with the Red Lobster, especially after referencing Crips. Red Robin would have been safer, LOL.
Red Robins.
We just a Vinita, Red Robin. It would have actually kind of sounded right. But yeah, I didn't think of that. I was just more saying like, hey, I'm like rapping mostly with Crips on this, but I still like Red Lobster.
I have a lot of friends that are Crips, but there's like a very conspicuous menu item that I can't mention that I'm still going to eat at that restaurant regardless.
Yeah. No, okay, so Lush, I need your honest opinion. The first Cypher a year ago, 11 months ago, was my debut as a rapper. What do you think of me now, how I've developed? I don't know. I might have spit like 6 verses since then, if I had to guess. Probably less, maybe.
I mean, I feel like you're dialed in. You know what I'm saying? Like you're comfortable.
And Lush, warning,
glaze,
you don't
glaze,
have to
glaze.
worry about making me happy because you can insult my rapping and I don't care, but you do have to worry about them thinking that you're a glazer.
Look, I'll say this. All right. He had a lot more help before than he does now. That's probably like the.
But even on the first one, I didn't really like get that much help. It was really like the first 4 bars or something. Like Brick wrote the beginning, but then even from
Is that what happened?
you want to spin it back?
I don't know.
All right, fuck you, Lush. We're playing this. Okay, all right. All right.
What
What are you claiming that he?
Oh, no. I can remember every single bar. Okay. No jumper, Cypher. We're getting deep in the rabbit hole right here. All right.
I didn't want to do this, dude.
Did I go last?
I'm actually
Yeah,
not gonna. Do
I went
this.
last, right? Yeah. Okay, we're going to talk about who wrote every single bar in this.
It'll leave them disabled. If they ask for handouts, I'm unable. Bitch, I'm the GOAT. I did it all with no label.
This person was missing from the Cypher. Let's just note that.
Glaring omission, if I'm being honest.
Also, Val wore the same pants that I wore in the first one, and I didn't have the heart to say anything.
It's kind of tight.
Nigga. Be the pistol, take the cannoli, capiche?
Leave the
I don't think
pistol.
you can barely see.
All right, here we go. Now, like I said, the beginning part of this is very Brick Baby wrote it, and then I got in there and started rapping over it. And Brick Baby basically like I started changing shit right away because he had just said a bunch of shit that I couldn't really say. Like he said like I got a script to Adderall in my sock.
No, he said got a new Glock in my tube socks. They call me 22 Pac.
Right, but
that's what originally.
But
was.
no, there
Then
was
it
something
changed,
about
put this
no.
in the spittle.
But that's
I remember the whole.
That's how I changed it because the beginning part was script to Addies in my tube sock, and I'm like I've like barely ever took Adderall in my whole life, so I really didn't want to say that and just act like I'm a fucking Addy fiend. Okay, here.
He's also talking about killing people.
Here we go. I just Lush has slandered my raps.
I totally did it, but I'll tell you exactly.
But I can't let y'all go in without me. Come on. Let's go. It's 2 op. This loose leaf got a few ops. See me and Remo, that's 2 cops. Trying to pimp a trans out of tube top. Run up with one arm and get blue bops. These 30s give me blue snot.
Okay, so that was Brick Baby. Even like the 30s giving me blue snot. I never sniffed a fucking Percocet. That was Brick Baby.
That was who?
Brick Baby.
You're 100% sure about that?
You're saying that you were the ones. I remember him.
I don't like doing.
I
shit
wasn't
like
there.
this.
So
I think your memory is failing
I couldn't
you.
tell you.
I wish I could call him right now. I think he's the one who wrote that.
So this is exactly what.
But I changed a lot of it too.
No, what happened was me and Brick went in the booth. The reason why you think he wrote it, you know, this is petty. You're right. Brick wrote it. You know, Brick wrote it.
I'm already here playing
yourself.
my old ass.
No. Here's what the fuck happened.
I also feel like my flow was probably better on this one.
Me and Brick went in the studio or in the booth and together constructed the original version of your first 12 to 16 bars.
Okay.
He was the one that actually rapped it. Him and I both
So you guys,
contributed
you
those
both
bars
thought
together.
of it. He put the flow, and then
Correct.
Okay.
I just want to clarify that after I got going with the first, I don't know, like I feel like the bars after this are all me.
Used to beat off in a
Predominantly.
I used to
cripple.
Would you say that? I used to beat off in a tube sock. I put this cripple in the spittle. I remember writing that part. But then I remember like the 22 Pac line, I think was whatever.
In the spittle, they call me 22 Pac. Go ahead and crew hop when it get real. Your own brother think you a bitch. That's a big deal.
brutal.
6 with the brick, popping big seals. Look at my op cup, it was a bit teal.
Nobody told me to go and say that my ops cup was a bit teal. That's pure 22-ster. I'm not going to subject you guys to the rest of this, but anyway, how many views do we end up here? 400,000 views, just shy of 10,000 likes. So that's the gold standard that we're going to have to try to match with the next one, or with this one, I guess. Who knows if we'll be able to reach such heights. But all right, were there any bars that stood out? Because I have seen some rumors people are misconstruing the Stet bar.
Stet said when he hit it, it smelled like a tuna melt.
Me and Stet talk about sandwiches all the time. When I said it, I meant this one sandwich spot that me and Stet always go to.
Oh.
They have a killer tuna melt. But the whole place smells like tuna melts.
It's called Heaters.
I forget the name of the place, but the
Heaters.
No.
Heaters.
You guys are making a joke, but no, me and Stet are always sharing tips about sandwich spots.
Cantor's Deli. It was a great tuna melt.
Was it Cantor's? I can't remember, but
Wasn't no Subway or anything.
I just want to get in front of that. Everybody trying to like put a false narrative on me, like I was talking shit about somebody. That is not the case. Just talking sandwiches with my man Stet.
I'm glad that's clarified.
Yeah, and I don't know. Everything else seems pretty standard. I was gonna put a picture of Gorbachev on my story earlier, but then I was like, you know what? You can't just spell it out like that. That's insane. All right, so we're ready for Ralphie's verse. A lot of people saying Ralphie came the hardest, or at least I think people like Ralphie's flow the most.
Ralphie definitely
Put a
went
hole in
crazy.
his head and I hear Cyclops. Man, these niggas ain't got enough money to be my ops. Get a nigga cap twisted like a soda pop. Chop got that kickback, make my shoulder pop. Ralphie the P, but the P stand for plug talk.
Really wasn't expecting him to shout out my porn brand there.
Great bar.
And I mean, he could say plug talk, and it doesn't have to necessarily mean my porn brand, but still, you know, if we didn't already have the Brick Baby theme music for all the porn, for all the plug talk clips,
That would be it.
might have to do
I'm
that.
glad we know what the P in Ralphie the P stands for now.
Ralphie Plug Talk.
It's been like a long time burdening my soul.
Thank God Ralphie wasn't in that Rico.
Yeah.
I just want them free bricks like I'm Guwap. The Glock made his hip hop and knock his shoes off. Bitch, I got more records than a juice box. A nigga with a pop bishop and name me Tupac. Run around with my ball, but she'll shoot shots. It's going down in the trap, I think I'm Young Job. Man, you niggas ain't getting no money, you niggas broke ops.
The plug. Okay, so before we even get into this, you had an initial version of your verse, Lush.
Yeah.
And shout out to Ralphie. Ralphie's verse was great, but Ralphie also was like kind of rapping like a real rapper and not saying like ridiculous, outrageous disses like some of us. So there's like a little bit less to discuss. But the original version of your verse was really more like you just sort of rapping in your normal cadence. And then I feel like personally, my narrative is that you, due to the pressure of having to rap next to Ralphie, who you have been accused of glazing in the past.
There's proof.
Some would say you're on his dick. Not literally, but you know, somewhere in there.
Metaphor.
Something like that. And so you kind of came with this sort of like slurred Draco style, like fake perk thing. I don't know. Like you describe it to me what you did differently on this.
I mean, I'm just an artist. So I don't know like how it comes off to people. I just be doing me. But to me, that I have a Draco bag. Like I have like a, you feel me, trying to sound like Draco style. That wasn't what I was doing there. I rap with some of the best rappers in the world several times over. So like, yeah, I was like, damn, it wasn't just like rapping with Ralphie that made me feel pressured up. It was just the whole thing is like it's the No Jumper Cypher. And I had like my original one, I had a lot of disses. Like I said, Smack and he can't even stand up how he's standing on business. Sharp got chosen by the torso from his Amazon wish list. It's like I had a bunch of like disses, but I took all that shit out. That's like what Bo Jackman did, what I just did. Like I said, I could have said, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
but,
Goes the high route.
yeah. I had disses against Rich Trapper. Cypher. I had a bunch of disses in my shit, you feel me, that I wound up removing because I didn't want that to be like the message that was conveyed by my
To be fair,
verse.
it's not really much of a like disoriented Cypher. There's a little bit, but everybody, it's totally disjointed. I feel like the first one, the whole narrative was like, oh, look at all these disses.
Yeah.
Everybody's dissing people.
Well, yeah, exactly. This was more just like we having fun. We trying to raise money for the homie Brick. Everybody that supports that video in any capacity, from watching it, sharing it, sending a super fan dono, whatever, you feel me? It's all going to Brick. That's the whole point. It's the free Brick Cypher. So we
told everybody, just for the record, we told everybody, hey, it would be great if you in any way said free Brick, mentioned Brick, etc. So that's why there's a bunch of different like Brick references in people's verses, even though quite a few people forgot, did not do it.
Someone just cleared up a lyric for me because Ralphie says something. I got more records in a juice box.
What's that mean?
Well, he's supposed to say juke.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to
jukebox.
ask earlier too.
He's trying to say jukebox.
Yeah,
He's trying to say jukebox.
Yeah.
Oh, like he probably thinks the word is juice box.
But that's
I just realized it.
but to me that makes it harder.
I think
I was
I
wondering
didn't
what he
even
was
think
talking
about it. I like did not think about it twice. I was like, he's probably making a reference to something, but someone just said that, and I was like,
I
oh
wanted to
damn.
bring it up, but you moved on to Lush's shit, so I just kind of let it go. But I've
got
been thinking that ever since I've been hearing it, since you guys first started making it.
It's so funny you said that because the first time I heard it, I thought he was talking about DJs carrying fucking like big crates of records. And it was like,
Maybe
he was
he
calling it a
was.
juice box.
Is it a milk crate?
But yeah, he said a milk crate. But then,
Double records of a milk
then I
crate.
realized I was like, oh, I think bro meant a juice box.
Yo, I love a lyrical blooper like that.
Yeah,
What was
yeah.
the one that Lil Yachty did?
The recently,
well, it was like a cello. Oh, that one too, but
yeah,
It was something like that. It was like blow on an instrument,
Yeah,
but then it
blow
was like
like
a
a-
string.
blow like a cello.
right. Yeah, it's not a woodwind. You don't blow
it's
on
like,
it.
oh,
Yeah.
it's too late to change it.
Oh, yo, there was a Diddy verse back in the day. Like, you ever been with a player, someone who could play the mandolay and take it?
Have you ever been to San Tropez and seen a brother play a mandolay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Sandro which Lena was calling me super like accusing me of being a fucking uncultured idiot because when we went there, I was like, San Tropez,
Yeah,
nice. And she's like,
it is San Tropez.
San Tropez is like a very common vacation destination for the rich and famous.
Just popping as hell in the south of France. That's like
I'll probably never go back there.
What was it like?
Maybe if
because
Lena fucks a few more dudes.
I've been there like on tour. I've never been, but I did wind up in their emergency room because the homie fucking.
It was super nice, yeah. From what I can recall, I don't know. I'm probably like mixing it together with a bunch of other places we went out there too. I don't fucking remember, but
I've definitely seen a brother play a mandolay though.
but what is a mandolay?
A mandolay
little
is
guitar, no?
yeah.
But what did he
It's a
say?
mandolin, isn't
Do you remember?
It is a mandolin.
mandolin.
That's okay. That's
Yeah, it's
why
a mandolin.
But he
Cool,
could
like-
he could switch the ending syllable, right? He's fucking puffy.
Well, yeah,
That's all
okay.
right.
And somebody obviously wrote it for him.
I think it was Loon because I was with him and Loon are on that song together. And that's like, that's when he's rapping with Loon a lot. But this fool, Elzar from Slum Village said Professor Xavier instead of Professor Xavier. I was like, I always thought that was tight. It's like, okay, like that's kind of better that you don't know it.
But do you remember back in the day? Remember in like Double XL, they would always have like they would like point out like a lyric that was like cringe.
Yeah. Like
I forget what it was, but there would be like one lyric every, or maybe it was Double XL. Or
It was
was it
either
the Source?
source. I forget. You're 100%.
They would
right.
just point out one
It was
bad
like-
lyric every
It was like
month,
whack bar of the month type
something
shit.
like that. Yeah, and I think that was it one year or
Damn.
1 month.
The one that everyone references is the Biggie line.
Oh, the
I'll suck
bitch
your
looks
daddy's
so
dick,
good.
Yeah. But
There's so
The
many.
context has been lost about that.
Yeah,
No,
the Richard
I don't
Pryor
even think
shit.
that- yeah, I don't think.
I also don't even care. I think it's just funny as fuck.
I didn't think it was.
Same.
There's so many like bars that aged worse. There's certain like
There's like lyrics where guys refer to pussy as cock. That's
that
why,
was
and
a-
then that gets insane.
For real.
we talked about that.
Yeah.
That's the early 2000s like West Coast rap trope.
Baby, give me that cock.
Yeah.
Like before the word cock had kind of been established to only mean dick.
Mac Dre has bars talking about the cock referring to pussy. Daz Dillinger has bars referring referring to the cock as pussy. Welcome in the morning to some bomb ass cock, I believe is direct, like
Wait, who's that?
I think Dad says that. Something. Mac Dre says something, and I shook the spot, then I took the cock. You feel me? Like, this is
Cock lyric.
and everybody knows.
Yeah, woke up one bright morning.
This is some right?
Just a bomb ass cock.
I told you, right?
Feeling like the man as I shake the spot.
Bro, I'm telling you, like,
Wow, that is fucking awesome. Just that like language has changed that much, dude.
the cock. Like, I remember one of my partners from the Bay, my partner J. Joe, would be like, yeah, she gave me the cocky. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about, bro? Like, he's like, the cock. She had that fire cock. I was like,
Yo, I interviewed ATM Richie earlier.
I seen him.
Bro.
Okay, there's a lot to clear up there about, because like,
What?
because ATM Richie, like, originally, it seemed like what he was saying was.
I mean, I'll just out stuff that is about to come out in upcoming interviews. But basically, like, when I interviewed Tania and her underage daughter, they basically both stood on her having almost never, like, basically having never met P4K. She said she saw him around a little bit, but never did anything. And according to Nova, who again is Tania's 15-year-old daughter, she is basically 100% with the street code, would never rat, according to her, would never tell on anyone. That's what she's saying. ATM Richie is saying that he has good evidence that she is telling on P4K, or was, and maybe has been convinced not to.
Right. I
don't know, though. I personally took her at face value when she said that she, by the way, this is
I'm Kurt Cobain.
So many jokes I want to make that I'm not going to make
Kurt
because, no, for sure. You're Kurt Cobangs.
Kurt Cobangs. I'm the difference between Kurt Cobangs and Kurt Cobain.
Yo, imagine being Kurt Cobangs and just deciding that you wanted to name yourself that. Like, what the fuck?
He had no clue what he was really assigning to himself.
Where's he from? He's probably from
Houston.
Okay. I was going to say he's probably from like a different country where maybe that was like more acceptable, but
he's from Houston and has no clue, like, the gravity of the reference, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean, to us, Kurt Cobain is this like tragic figure. To him, it's just like some guy he's heard about.
Dude, okay, so I was in 7th grade when Kurt Cobain died, and people were tripping. Like, fools like had to skip school and shit. Like, bro, it was a whole thing.
Kurt Cobain is 5 years younger than me. Kurt Cobain died in 1995, right?
He was old enough to know. Kurt Cobain, you knew. I hold you accountable, Kurt.
Oh, he died in 94. So like my memories are like, so basically like the way I remember my childhood is that like I was in elementary school for 1st through 6th grade, everything lame as fuck. Everybody's a square. Everybody's a fucking nerd. And then I go to 7th grade because like the area of Nashua that I lived in was like a much more suburban area. So it's like mostly white kids and shit.
Right.
All the black and Hispanic kids live downtown and shit. So they go to Elm Street, which is like the other high school. And then there's like another high school too, or another like elementary school. There's a couple different elementary schools, and like all of them basically had more Hispanic and black people and stuff. So like I get to 7th grade and everything's different. Because I don't know if this is a fact. It feels weird to say this right now, but I believe that black and Hispanic girls develop faster than white girls. And this is like, I remember like being told that, but I don't know if that's actually true.
Mean,
I'm not going to say you wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, like my memory of 6th grade is like none of the girls had titties. And then I go to 7th grade, hella girls got boobs.
No, but that's kind of what happened though. Like with all girls. Like, in 6th grade, I don't know what happened during those 3 months, but I remember puberty after summertime, whatever. Yeah, tits were a thing.
I was just out here like trying to get a hug. You know, like
trying to feel you up, girl.
You know the joke of like, can I get a hug? Basically, like you're so horny that you just want a hug. That's like enough to satisfy. Like that's all you. That was like me when I was like 12, 13. Like I just want to hug you so I can just feel your titties pressed against my chest for like 1 second.
I remember there was a girl like one summer just titties out of nowhere, and my fucking brain was like, "What is going on?"
Dude,
It fucks you up.
Yeah.
In seventh grade, if a girl had a 34B, she was fucking stacked, bro. Like
The Eastside Ray just said Adam was chilling at Lake Winnipesaukee. My mom literally grew up like a minutes away from Lake Winnipesaukee, and that was a place we would go a lot when I was a kid.
there's a movie that took place in Lake Winnipesaukee.
News to me, but I believe it. Like a lot of times, New Hampshire is used in movies and film as like kind of like it's like Siberia, but for America, where like that's like one of the coldest, worst places that you could go in America. Like when in Breaking Bad, when Hank basically has to like hide away from the world, he goes to upstate New Hampshire.
But isn't there like Lake Winnipesaukee is a nice lakeside community that's like in the summertime super cracking type shit?
I don't know how nice it is. My memory of like going to see my grandma there when I was a kid, though, is that's when I would see like real white trash drug addicts, like face to face. Like I wouldn't really see it where I grew up because I'm like kind of living in like a decent neighborhood. And then I would go to see my grandma and there would be like real deal white trash pieces of shit across the street from her house. And I would kind of be like, oh, like I didn't even really know. Like I'm listening to rap, but I'm not knowing that there's like gutter ass, hood ass white people.
That's
like
how
this.
I felt like when I went to Oxnard, like the deeper parts of Oxnard.
Oh, that's a different word. I remember the movie.
Because I mean, you were in Ventura recently. You saw how like nice it is. Like
But you're saying like there's more
like
gutter parts.
you're by like the ocean and stuff. Like the Oxnard area is like a little more deep east, like where Chach is from. I don't remember Young Chach.
Yeah, I remember.
Shouts
Whenever
to
I go out
Chach.
there, I think about him.
Yeah. I remember like as a kid, I was so scared like being around there. I mean,
Oxnard's hood. I mean, there's gangs of different races over there and all that. Like, and
Ventura with the white boys.
Well, like I said before, that's the only part of the most prominent part of Southern Cali that has like active biker gangs and peckerwood gangs and all that.
We should tap into that culture.
It's definitely super active. We're about
We
to
should
have
do a
some.
woodpile meet and greet.
That's not what today is.
White only.
Is that what today's pod?
I mean,
If we're being completely honest, you got fucking Donnie on the boards,
we've accepted him in.
racially ambiguous Mikey.
We've decided that you can roll with us.
And just found out I was Mexican like last week.
Oh, you Mexican?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that in the ATM Richie interview, he used the phrase, "Oh, she runs Renegade," meaning she doesn't have a pimp. But then I think he also said she runs minor.
No.
Which is just like another way of saying she's underage. But like he keeps saying like Renegade K and shit. Like he's super like anti-renegades. Like they got to get kidnapped.
Pimps hate renegades.
Yo,
though.
but it's
That's-
such a crazy thing to have like talking about killing renegades. It's like,
well, you know the way they use the F slur is pimps when they say a fag, they're talking about something different. It doesn't mean like a homosexual man.
that's a girl who
like who stops fucking with you. She's fagging off.
Right,
You feel me?
right.
Like, and this full all black has of our some strippers renegade and a fag. I'd be doing them bad.
It's crazy how like fag has kind of like come back, I guess, because I was watching. You ever seen Bring It On? The cheerleading.
Retard had a real comeback.
I'm here.
Every once in a while,
yeah.
you remember that woke people exist. Like I was around my sister the other day, and I said retard.
Oh, I went
She's
on
just,
I went on a double date, and my friend, the girl that was with him, he said retard, and she was like, "I don't like that."
yeah, don't say it around girls because you never know how woke they're going to be.
Scare the
now.
pussy away.
You got to fuck them a couple times before you start telling them that you love Alex Jones and Charlie Kirk and you're a racist.
My girlfriend hears me say the wildest shit now.
My girl will for sure call you a fag real quick.
Yeah. Not me though. Germ fucks with me.
Not you.
But even like the F slur, like you just drop that. It's like a vase falls down in the room. It's like everybody. Whoa.
I was watching Bring It On, and like it just out of just this random little fucking comment in there.
yeah.
But it is a gay cheerleading movie, so
Yeah, but
I guess
like Flacco says fag and then new pod or in the Cypher, and nobody thinks twice about it, right?
I think that like there's because of the for every movement there's going to be a pushback, and like the reaction to people being extra woke, it's going to be chill to say some of the words that we used to have fun with.
And that's what I told my sister when she was kind of giving me a hard time about saying, the R slur and the F slur or whatever. I was like, you don't understand. Like the gay community seized too much power in society. Like we swung too far in one direction in terms of appeasing them, and we told them that they could come into our bathrooms, and we told them that we wouldn't say the F slur anymore. And then what did they do? They raped and killed us in our shared bathrooms. And we were stifled creatively by not being able to say the F word.
Beating us up and beating our girls up in their
Yes, our children
matches.
were molested in these bathrooms, presumably, not mine, but like some people's children. And as a result, now we have to reclaim that part of society by saying the F slur. Like we have to do this. This is our duty as human beings to say this, because they tried to take it from us.
We'd essentially be setting like civilization back several generations, if not for this effort.
Yes. And also, I think that the empathy that caused people to stop saying the R slur, it's useless. We need to say that. Like we've been stifled for too long.
I got so happy when you told me to, I don't have to censor retard anymore. It was a great day for me.
Is that a thing?
Well, one day you told me to censor it, and then one day you're like, oh, you can keep it. I'm like, oh. It's the world, the light, the sun has come out.
I mean, okay, you know what's weird is that like on YouTube, you're supposed to, like they said recently, like, oh, you can swear in the first 7 seconds or whatever. But like when we upload the raw podcast to the members only with all the swear words, this is the #1 reason you should become a member. $5 a month. You get to watch the interviews early with the swear words still in them. That censorship is brutal. Sometimes I watch back our clips and I get so irritated by the censorship of the N word, the F word, all this stuff. It's just like hard.
Stop censoring the N word.
You did stop.
Yeah,
a while back.
Yeah, the N word is good.
I mean, it's all about if we can get it monetized. You know, like if we can't get it monetized after trying once or twice, then we'll like go to the next step. We'll be like, okay, let's take out some N words or whatever. But like, I mean, that's the #1 reason to become a member. Just my opinion. But what the fuck was I talking about?
I will say that also I went to diversion program and rehab or juvie
and they told you not to say it?
Not in the 805.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and in Port Hueneme.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
also super grimy.
Hueneme's, I think, a little grimier.
And yeah,
sounds like it's in Hawaii. Hueneme.
Hueneme.
Hueneme. Yeah, Hueneme.
That's what George Floyd said.
Hueneme. Oh my God! Whoa!
Bo Jackman over here. Holy shit! Reverse Hellcat over here. What the fuck?
That was bad. I'm sorry.
Yo, you're like, yeah, I'm making my first podcast.
This is my second time on here.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, I was on here for like a little bit.
Yo, but you were just like, man, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna stir the shit up.
The funny thing,
Yachty just went through this the other day.
Oh, okay, I apologize. I wasn't trying to be racist.
The funny thing is,
I just like puns.
That was a good pun, I guess. Yeah.
The funny thing is, like, Hellcat considered you a homie too.
I mean, like, I have no problem with Hellcat. It's just like she reached out to me out of all people, and it's like, what the fuck did I do to you? I tried to help you, but it ain't. Oh, Steven heard the joke.
We just heard a super high pitched laugh out of the Edgars in the other room. Yeah. For sure, they just heard that with a little bit of a delay.
We're a little bit delayed.
And he's still, that's a crazy laugh.
Yeah, Steven, who's got more recognizable laughs, Steven or Ant? Or Brick, I guess.
Yo, that was a fucked up pun.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
no, it's just
bro.
It just came to me.
It was such a good joke. Besides the offensive, like that was.
I'm being. Fuck Derek Chauvin.
The chat is trying to take me out of context when I said let's take out some N-words. I meant let's remove some N-words from the podcast so that we can get the podcast monetized.
We're all canceled. This is a canceled.
What? How else would I take out N-words? Yeah.
Say something crazy for us.
I mean,
say the N-word for us.
Lush could never.
I think it'll happen naturally. Just let my dumb ass talk long enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the donations real quick before we get back into we just talked about other shit for like 40 minutes. So these are the new members: Standard LV, Priz, Benji Baghdad, LS Pete, G League Ball said, Adam, the Top Rank music video in the studio is fire. Yes, appreciate you. I just interviewed a Top Rank Demon and he did do a music video that he shot here. Dirty Truck sent $10, said, Adam, moving soon? Save time and money on truck rentals with Dirty Truck.
Ooh.
Compare prices from companies like U-Haul, Penske, and Budget. Reserve your next truck with Dirty Truck. I can't believe that that's a real thing. On the Dead Homies Cuz has been a member for 4 months. He said, No Jumper Cypher went hard in the paint, my boys. Thank you very much, brother. Shane said the Cypher was fire. Lush the GOAT. Shout out to the Reddit. Appreciate you, dog.
Salute.
Juju Rose said Ralphie and Lush snapped. Everyone else was bad, especially Brandon. Hush puppy built ass. Donovan Goodland has been became a member. Shout out to him. King Jaffe Jofer said COT is old school slang for the box. Look it up, not cock. SMH. Y'all gotta start fact checking Lush.
We already looked it up, brother, and it says cock.
Well,
so and that's from genius.com.
Yeah, the way it was transcribed on Genius, it did say cock.
He's no disrespect, King Jaffe Jofer. You're wrong, brother. It's been cock with a.
We gotta ask him. Guwop said, shout out to Mikey, he's an all-star. And then Bubs said, welcome to Ninja Members Only. Shout out Bubs. Anyway, okay, so we got sidetracked because we started talking about your voice that was a little different. You're saying you're an artist and you can't have your
artistic liberty.
You can't have your artistic liberties controlled by the proletariat.
Now that I'm working out, I got a deeper voice.
Oh, you think that's how it works?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say
that's how it works.
Most of these verses, I feel like I kind of got it on first listen. Flacco, I still don't really know what the fuck he was saying for a lot of it. Your verse is the one verse that every time I listen to it, I keep realizing new lyrical things that you did intentionally that I didn't pick up on right away.
Side thing.
Are we talking about the 4 extra bar? Or?
The King Pill 4 extra bar I thought was very witty. There's a bunch of other examples, but let's go.
Feel so strong, I tried to take 4 extra. Carrots turn ops into bunnies like Hefner. I lie about my age, I'm sort of a loose cannon. I hit a lick during COVID, call me flu flammer. Keep a clip on my waist, I call that shit LaBoo-Boo. Don't nobody watch your podcast like it's Hulu. Scam the McDonald's app, now I feel like Baby Trump. Sharp really love that torso, I don't judge or say it's wrong. Meth drip Lamar, but now I don't rock with ice. Bring on Mighty Backer Pot, it's sponsored by Swiss Army knife. I'm 6 drugs at one time, call me White Brick, baby. Chable just called, now I'm on a skid with Lil Brazy. BBL Uno, but I ain't fucking with your fake ass. Buzzballs a bitch shaped nuts off the play pad. Pop Latina slide to get my paper and they all illegal. My shooter conceal a baby dick, no boss man D-Lo.
Oh, stupid ass.
Yo. Hey, King Javi Jofer said, anyone can annotate lyrics on Genius Lush. Look up the word, even the same Genius page you're talking about there in the comments correcting him.
All right, it's caught. I thought it was cocked this whole
time.
Took the cot.
Well, we got.
I was 8 years old. Thanks, brother.
We got subjected to that. One thing I will say in that bar, my shooter conceal a baby dick, no boss man D-Lo. Very funny. Also connected to what I said about the baby dick, like the Nirvana album. Immediately made me feel like, damn, maybe I should have done like a Baby Draco / Nirvana album cover, baby dick sort of reference. You sort of went in that direction with it.
I like to add another layer. Like, I'm not gonna spend hella time analyzing my little gay ass bars or whatever. You feel me? But I said, you feel me? Keep a clip on my waist. I call that shit LaBoo-Boo.
That's funny.
So shit. Boo-boo. That's a little,
oh my god,
extra little, you feel me?
Is this how your brain works?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I know that it probably be going over like 99 points.
No, I fuck with it.
But you just my little raps or whatever, you feel me? Appreciate y'all.
How do we get like Rory and Maul to react to this? I need to like buy a brand deal. I need to find out what their rate is for ads and then spend that amount of money for them to play this during their...
What about the random people that like react to the on the radars and like, oh my god, and I've never like, seen yeah, and they're always like tagged in videos with on the radar.
No, I need to give Melissa Ford like $1,500 and get her to play this on the Joe Budden pod. Turn it into a topic. Just tell her that this is like a good topic for some reason.
I think you just cracked the formula right there.
You think she'd do it for $1,500?
Hell yeah.
Lose her job. That might happen anyway. Anyway,
don't fuck with it.
BBL Uno, but I ain't fucking with your fake ass. I know it's like actually a really simple bar, but like I had to listen to it a bunch of times before I kind of took it in.
BBL Uno, I ain't fucking with your face.
BBL is a fake ass.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I
love it.
These fake ass marks out
And
here.
the BBL stands for Buzzball Lush.
You dig? Although I'm 3, but yeah.
All right, that one went over my head.
I also would just want to say that the durability of the Sharp sign was quite impressive.
Bro, we
We went to town on the
putting
thing.
sledgehammers to that.
People don't know that it weighs like
We almost went on the roof.
It weighs like 80 pounds. It's like the heaviest fucking thing you've ever seen. Shout out to Kenny Malice in the building right
He's
now.
gonna take my spot in 10 minutes. I gotta go finish the cartel bow shit.
Oh,
Or
nice.
go-
Nice. Oh,
Sorry,
right.
but-
Yeah. I'm going to try to write the Go Yeah one while I'm away next week.
For sure.
Anyway, that sign is just so strong and heavy.
We're putting flamethrowers to that, and it wouldn't I don't know who made that sign sharp, but you feel me? Employ them.
Yo, that thing was crazy. And also,
Make you another one.
you'll never have a sign again. But I did notice that Sharp was in the studio with Aaron the plumber.
Bars.
They did not seem to be doing content or anything. It seemed like if I'm Aaron the plumber, I probably know that doing content with Sharp is not going to help my brand. It's probably just going to hurt it, right?
At this point, like I said, I wouldn't even mention Sharp.
Yeah.
This have been more modern.
I mean, we just saw the sign and we were like, oh,
Yeah, it wasn't
funny.
intentional.
Yeah.
We just saw the sign and we're like, we have to smash this. Yo, but this is what I want to look up. Aaron the plumber. So, Aaron the plumber, I just want to see how his stuff has been performing. I haven't looked at this in a long time.
What kind of videos does he even make?
How to get big muscles at home with Aaron the plumber.
To be fair, it's an hour. It's only been an hour.
It's only been an
only
hour,
been an
but
hour.
it's 162 views. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
And just telling this guy, hey, take your shirt off so we can pose together.
Yo, but he's trying to do gay thirst trap content. Like, he's going after the gay audience. And so he's uploaded a video that's basically trying to get gay fans. This one's from 4 weeks ago, 3,200 views. Rex Life Raj, Bruce Carrington, and NYC Boxing. My wildest 48 hours. Appears to be maybe some kind of vlog.
Is it mobile? Like a mobile version for 15 minutes?
Was it filmed? Yeah, look, the whole thing is filmed like this with a big Rain Bet logo on it. So he's basically created a collection of his different real type content or something. Aaron the plumber in a real way. So his most recent music video has 2,400 views. This is a fall from grace that is kind of hard to even wrap your head around.
So what topics does he get views on? What is wrong with 4 Extra? 4 Extra guidance? Okay.
I was wrong about 4 Extra. So he gets 54,000 views on that. 4 Extra got his hand blown off. Aaron the plumber responds, 26,000 views. So when he kind of talks shit about other famous people seem sort of interested in that. But it's weird because I remember when this guy had this guy was huge 6 months ago, and it has been wearing off very quickly. This is a wild fall from grace. The only thing that I'm going to say, and by the way, shout out to Lush just leaving us, but I do believe. I think he might look at this. This is 1 million views. This is when he first went viral. It was when he was on Pop the Balloon and he fucking basically ended up getting super defensive and clowning these girls. But I feel look, he got 1 million views on just talking about fighting Jay Hefner, who's this porn star dude that died. Rest in peace to Jay. But I thought he might have made a new YouTube channel because he was trying to tell me at a certain point that he was shadow banned. And that's why he made a new channel, but now I'm not able to find this alleged new channel. So now I'm wondering if that's even a real thing.
Yeah, it just kind of seems like he lost his audience, and now it's just the only thing that people care about is when he talks about 4 Extras or.
But even that, okay, if you go Aaron the plumber interview, when's the last time you did an interview? Because at one point, Vlad wanted to interview him, and now when you look at the fact that Vlad interviewed him, yeah, look, he did an 1.5 hour long interview, 10,000 views. Bro, how did he fall off this fast? Even 4 months ago, we got 416K on this one.
4 months ago was his peak.
Bro, 4 months. Yeah, no,
that was the peak.
It was literally
4 Extra and Aaron the plumber beef.
I think it's a couple different things. I think that this video has 400K.
Yeah.
And this is basically about Aaron the plumber snitching. I think once people realized that he was a snitch, that was really bad for his career.
How you a plumber and a snitch, dear Lord? Give me
That's
a
what I'm
reason.
saying. I feel like the snitch thing was pretty deadly for him as a podcast guest and everything in terms of his fan base. And then I also just feel like, like honestly, like 4 Extras is kind of going through like a very similar thing now where he's just like
stagnant.
The people only are going to watch so much if it doesn't start changing, And it's like, if the content is just kind of the same thing over and over, they just are going to lose interest. And like with Aaron the Plumber, it just happened so fast.
Well, I mean, like Aaron's whole shtick is essentially based on conflict with other people.
Like, I am tough. That's my whole thing. I am tough. That's it.
What is he literally does not exist in his own universe. He has to be like connected to somebody else. You know what I mean? There has to be some type of friction.
Okay, but I feel like you're forgetting that when he first came out, it was like him teeing off on these girls on Pop the Balloon.
It's still the same thing.
And then it was like him basically what was after that? He's like kind of on reality TV. He gets spit on by the one dude, etc. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. He's someone who kind of like fooled himself into thinking that he was lit because he kept having all this conflict with people, much like Sharp, where Sharp seemed like he was this big star. And then we kind of realized like, oh, if he's not involved in actual conflict with someone, nobody cares.
Sharp had a year at least, though.
Well,
he had a good.
He might have 2 years.
Did you guys see my little? So I had a little interaction with Sharp recently. So this fool Goblin had reached out to me. It was like, he shouts a Goblin. Yeah,
I read the comments with all. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no. So
hold that thought. Quick break. If you haven't downloaded the Everything 420 app yet, then you are missing out. They always have deals going on and new product drops. I recommend checking out their house brand flower, the Universal Plug. It's called Top Shelf. It's what we smoked earlier. Definitely add those to your cart. Shout out to this poster again. And there's the Everything 420 is also stocked with the biggest brands from cookies to cake to Stizzy to Tyson to Packwoods. And their app makes it super easy to get everything delivered for a fast, discreet time. Nobody's got to know. Use code NOJUMPER at checkout for a discount. And again, those mystery boxes are going crazy. Everybody tap in with Everything 420. Get some THCA Fusion Paradise Blend disposable sativa sour diesel. Was that enough of a mouthful for you? Okay. Goblin reached out to you.
And he was like, hey, like, the pod that we did, people really liked it. The numbers was really good. Let's run it back. And he's like, also, do you know this guy Sharp? I seen that he was on No Jumper. He seems pretty funny. Like, I would like to have him on the pod too. Like,
right.
And I was like, yeah, I'll reach out to him for you. You feel me? Knowing that there's still like animosity or some shit. Now I sent Sharp a message, and here, let me like see if I can pull up the exact.
You sent him a very nice messages, basically saying that's why she. Sorry, I just got a text that blew my fucking mind. My brain just turned off for a second. I'm gonna read this text to you guys in a second, but the text you sent to Sharp was basically like, hey bro, I know you got issues with me, but this dude that is a big podcaster or has like a big fan base, he wants to do content with you. Yeah, I mean, like basically you saying, hey, even though you and I have had issues, this is a good opportunity, and I don't hate you enough to like blackball you from this opportunity.
And like you had already, reached out to Soft White Underbelly on my behalf when I was like, I think that my message would be good for that platform, because at the time I'm like sober, blah blah blah.
You're trying to do him solid.
So he did that. And I was like, but then he took it as me trying to gain some kind of leverage over him or some weird shit. But that really, my only intention was really like, hey, it was really for Goblin, if anything. I'm trying to jug Goblin, and I don't have enough hate in my heart to try to block opportunities. If I was a hater, I would have just been like, oh, that dude's a fucking fag. Don't even like.
That's what I would have said.
Yeah.
I saw the video. Also, we got to stop saying the F slur because we're going to get demonetized heavily for that.
Oh.
That one is a thing.
Laura was already yelling at me.
Oh, sorry.
No, but I saw the video that Sharp made, like responding to it, and he just was like, "Oh, here he comes, coming back." And then every comment was just like, "Bro, he's trying to help you." Like,
yeah, right.
No, that dude's cool. That would be fire. Like all that shit.
It would be overkill.
That was my opinion. Too.
Like someone, I think you like screenshotted the fucking comments. Like I was like, whoa, like. I thought his fan base was like rocking with him, and it seems like they're actually like, yo, you're a fucking tweaker, because it's like you were just doing something that was so obviously like a nice gesture, and then his only way of processing that was like, let's use this for content on my fucking struggle streams that I've been doing, and let's like try to paint you as if you were like the sinister figure.
He could still dislike me. He ain't gotta thank me. He ain't gotta acknowledge me. It could have just been like
he could have done the podcast without saying
like
he could have said, you a bitch, but thanks.
Type shit.
Fuck you. All right, I'm gonna do it.
He even could like, but he, that's essentially what he did with his response. You feel me? Like he was like, nah, like, but the thing is, it has nothing to do with me. I was just trying to do something cool, because that's what not being a hater looks like. Even if you don't get along with somebody, if you've had some type of rapport with them, if they've looked out for you, you do the right thing. And that's just like being a decent human being. But that's so, I guess this year is really exposing people's true moral compass.
I guess, okay. I was just thinking about, all right. I was thinking about it in the other direction. If somebody asked me, if somebody said like, Adam, I want to cast AD in a movie. Can you connect us? And I was thinking like, would I actually text AD and be like, hey, this dude wants to get you in a movie. Can I give you his contact? I feel like that's actually kind of corny, because like, you and I don't fuck with each other enough that me reaching out like that is almost like thirsty. It's almost like I'm trying to talk to you, because I don't got to talk to you. Because the other thing, all I could do is just be like, yeah, here's his number. I could give his number to the movie director and not have to insert myself into it, so that I don't have to,
Maybe,
which if you think of it from that perspective, you could have done that.
That's what
and then you might not have looked as thirsty to Sharp.
Maybe that's what I should have, because like the intention.
But I don't blame you for not thinking of it that way.
But I see that as well. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is, I have no intention of rekindling or there's nothing to squash. It doesn't. Whatever.
Would you pod with him? Not even on some friend shit, just like on some pod shit.
I'm down to pod with fucking like Adolf Hitler. You feel me? Like I don't give a fuck.
Would you let him pimp you out
again?
Would you walk the blade and earn for him? I'm dying for the Sharp Rico to drop.
Oh,
that's just what I've got my fingers crossed.
It's piss yellow.
Yeah.
You're leaving?
Yeah, I'm heading out. Appreciate you guys. Steve's
oh my god, yo, this is
the king of the Edgars,
dude. This is such a tuna day. Like I don't know why, but like a non-podcaster coming on the pod is a tuna for some reason.
A tuna?
Yeah, because like it's like the podcast is like a gang.
Oh yeah.
So if you're just like on the pod, but you're not like normally a podcaster, you're a tuna. And I'm not interested in making sense of that in any way. Hello, Steven. How you doing?
I totally get it.
I want to say we should not talk about Hellcat. I see people complaining about you trying to make your name off Hellcat. How you feel about that?
I don't even be talking about her. You ain't like I haven't dragged it on. I don't feel like, you feel me.
Okay. Well, I haven't really like seen a lot of it to necessarily.
I talked about it like the first few days, and then I was like, the Hellcat bar was probably the last thing I posted.
Long term, you here? Are you trying to use No Jumper as a way for you to become an on-camera talent, or are you not interested in that?
I don't know. I like making the vlogs and the documentaries and shit. So I like to do shit like that.
If they were like, hey, we want to have you on the news more often.
That's probably not like something I might hop in like once in a while, but
I feel like you're like
something I really do.
I feel like you're the Mexican Vel.
Nah.
Like
take that. He meant that in a good way.
I don't know why.
Vel cool.
You just kind of remind me of him in a way. Like you're chill, you're the homie, but you're not like trying to be like on camera like that much, really.
Yeah, nah. I like you know what I be doing. I like the vlogs and shit, but I don't like just hopping on and doing like a podcast. I don't think that's really like for me, you know.
Okay. Interesting. You're too off the nos. Like you're like frying your brain every day, like just doing Nas.
Nah, I don't even be on the Nas like that no more.
Yeah, your picture on Instagram is you with a balloon.
But that's just like, because that's what I'm
You're
like,
advertising
for,
it.
you know?
You're telling everybody like, yo, I got the Nas.
But really on my story, like I'm not posting myself doing Nas like all the time. I did some Nas yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, but
everybody
that was the first time in like 3 weeks.
Because of the Cypher, everybody thinks that me and you and your brother hang out and like do hella Nas. I said I'm with my Edgar's in the drop top constantly nossing.
Nah,
Pass me the balloon.
Adam's like only a one balloon type of guy, you know. He's not gonna.
I haven't even done a balloon probably since that day.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I know a lot of people like that. Like they'll try.
If it's around, do it a little bit, but like I would never.
Nah, me, it's like bad. I know, like if I pull the tank out, like
I would check myself.
I'm smacking that thing.
If I was at a party where there was like unlimited Nos there, I would have to check myself. After like balloon one, I'd be like, all right, you gotta chill. I probably won't do one now because I feel like such a fucking dickhead just standing there holding this thing. It's this big, it's pink, it's a huge shiny circle, and I'm just standing. I'm a 41-year-old dude just standing there holding it. Like
you gotta get the punch balloons. You feel me? The big ones.
What's that?
You know, like when you're a kid, they give you the fucking balloons like in the arcade,
and you
like,
punch
you
it,
blow it up, and you be like, it has a rubber band on it, so you can like punch it and shit. But those are the big. Those are the biggest balloons.
Your kid hasn't had one like the dum 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 dum.
They don't have those in New Hampshire.
Maybe if I saw it, I would know what you're talking about. But I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like it's literally just a balloon with a fucking rubber band attached to it.
Oh, okay.
And it's called a punch balloon.
And you're saying that
those are like
you
the biggest
fill it with
balloons.
nitrous.
Because they're bigger.
Yeah,
They're bigger.
those are the best ones.
Have I ever done nitrous with you?
Oh, for surely.
Like all the time?
No. It's like once in a while, you know.
I mean, there's an ex No Jumper host that like another No Jumper staffer told me that like they basically like went to their car, and this is kind of like before both of your time, and that like the whole car was just fucking filled with canisters.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck? Like you don't like if I was doing that, I would get rid of them all the time.
Sometimes it's just like you didn't have time in the morning to get rid of them. You know?
No, but you're on like you guys do like Galaxy guys and shit. This is when they were still cracking the little canisters.
Yeah.
This is before the wave.
Nah,
do you see the ads on Instagram now all the time? That's like
I'm gonna go get my bread.
It's like, did you buy not the like Galaxy guys or anything off of Amazon? And if you did, they're gonna basically sue Amazon.
Because I did take a 6-month break. I took a 6-month break because when I went to Hawaii, we went to Hawaii like with my family and shit. And like the first thing I did when I hopped off the plane, because I took weed with me, so I went to the smoke shop to like get papers and shit.
You went to the exhaust pipe of the plane and just started.
What, they had it at the smoke shop?
Yeah, I got to the smoke shop and I see that shit, and I was like, fuck it, let me get one. Like I'm in Hawaii, like
with your parents.
Yeah,
and you're just pulling back up with the Galaxy gas tank.
It was in the bag, but my mom thought it was a bong at first. I told her, yeah, it's a bong. You feel me? Like I'm finna, you know what I mean? Just leave that shit here.
Do we still have that big ass tank that I bought for that one skit?
Fuck
that shit's long.
It is.
Do we still have? Yeah, right.
That's one of the times we nosed it together.
Yeah,
that was because failedidea.com, but like we did Plug Talk. And we tried to do a couple different 20 versus ones, and like basically one of them was like a pop the balloon type thing, and my idea was like, we got to have Cholo Juan fill the balloon with the nitrous and be like hitting it and shit. I thought that this would be hilarious, but then when we actually did it, I think they like blurred a bunch of it, so you like didn't really see it 100%. Like in my mind, it was like going to be this viral reel of Cholo Juan cracking the filling the balloon with nitrous, but it didn't really.
Looking like the G Money and Player Ways interview.
You know?
Also, like the Plug Talk team probably didn't see my vision with the edit. Maybe we could like retroactively do that because like I still think it was pretty funny. Like that's a funny concept.
I don't even think I ever saw that.
Like,
if I would have seen him filling that up.
It's like a pop the balloon, and then he's such a cholo that he's filling it with nitrous. Like that's funny. Like,
that would have hit all the food pages if that was like emphasized. You know, like that's comedy.
All my clippers. There's got to be some clippers out there, right? People are just clipping for the love of the game.
Where's the clippers and the bippers?
I've seen some new clippers on TikTok recently.
Of our shit?
Yeah.
It's just bound to happen.
Come on, holla.
They just clip. You just let them clip, man.
I want to do something that, Adam, what do you think about something like similar to what we did with like the Find a New Host challenge, but for rappers?
I like it.
You feel me? Like find the next rapper. The winner gets like promo on No Jumper / release on No Jumper Records. You feel me? Whatever type shit.
I mean, but the thing is like, yeah, okay, because you'd have like a different crop of people, because the people that want to be podcasters, like
Very different.
There would be overlap, because I think a lot of people are like, I want to be a podcaster or a rapper or whatever, a clothing designer, a fucking prostitute, whatever. I'm going to do one of these things. I don't care. Everybody's just trying to do something because it's so fucking hard to make it in this game. But yeah, I mean, it would be pretty cool. Although I wonder like what kind of rappers we would really end up with, because I feel like there's just so much pride in being a rapper, and like a lot of like the rappers that I know would just not want to take part in this. But
yeah,
well, I think
we'd be kind of like self-selecting for people who are maybe like a little, you know, down bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be like some goofy ass rappers if we do.
But we'd have to plant some people that we like really. Well, I don't know.
No, I think-
Plant is
like,
the right word. But
I think there's
I'm sure some like respectable rappers will pull up for like a bit.
we'd
but,
have to
like,
just
they
make
not
a real
gonna wanna-
effort to get some legit rappers or like pretty legit
But
rappers
here's
on
the
it.
thing. This is for
Like,
like,
could we get Tommy Guns to do it, or is he way too lit?
he might be too big
Tommy
at
Guns
this
too
point.
big for
Yeah,
that, right?
but
Also, if
I
Tommy
think
Guns
he's
wins,
really
it's like, how is that even cool? Like, why do we watch this if you're just going to pick somebody you already
no,
interviewed?
exactly.
you
That's
know.
the
Yeah,
point.
they
He would
just-
have to do like a guest appearance.
They can't be
He'd
like
a
interview
judge
ready.
type shit.
Or, you know,
feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Somebody like him. Yeah,
So instead of like, okay, you know how there is different challenges that these hosts had to do, and their challenges will be they have to rap, they have to fucking make a song, they have to collab. There's like different little challenges, and we have them do it all right there. And you know, we could bet a bunch of people beforehand. All the people that donate to the No Jumper music streams would love to be a part of this. Plus a gang of other local rappers. I think it would bring out a dope crowd.
See, okay, but this is the problem I feel like is like, because I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about it in the sense of like, what if we're like making music the whole stream, like, you know, the Black Boy Max streams where it's like you're in the booth and he's engineering and everything, and we could do it like that where we're kind of sitting with the engineer, but it's like, you know, to spit a verse might take at least like 10 to 20 minutes, you know, for most people. So like even just recording one verse is like a pretty significant amount of time. And I mean, a lot of the people you watch on Black Boy Max, they already know exactly what they're going to say, or they're just so experienced and so good that they can just kill a verse in 2-3 minutes, you know? So it is, I don't know. It's kind of hard to like imagine what us like making music on stream and eliminating people might look like. Cause like, let's say you have 10 people and like we get them all to rap on the beat. We make one song and that's 10 people and the worst one gets removed. Next song, 9 people, one person gets removed. Next song, 8 people. What if you did that and that's an all-day stream?
That sounds cool.
And then you're
That would actually be cool,
And then you
though.
have like a 2-person collab, and then the chat has to basically decide like who's the better of the two.
Something along those lines. I was envisioning something like that, but also combining other rap challenges, not just making a song, but that being one of them. But even what you described just now,
Because then you've got 10 songs and they're all stuff that the audience kind of listened to over and over at that time. Maybe there's a fan base for those songs in some way, even though
I think it could be dope. Like, I think, especially considering, because even at the end of the day, like, if a lot of the people eventually that we brought out or that came out for the host challenge don't wind up being a part of the No Jumper ecosystem, and still like that whole thing like kind of added to our community a lot. I feel like
I definitely thought that was like a good look for the community as a whole. Really, like anything that kind of establishes us as like a leader in this space. Like there's all these people doing content in this LA space, online space, but like at least we're trying new things and like creating new hosts and stuff, because so many other people like are just not doing that at all. But okay, how about this? Like we don't show the making of the songs, but we do the thing that I said where the first song has 10 people on it, the next song has 9, etc. But we're not filming the process of making the songs. We're filming a thing that's live streamed out in the main room, but each person goes one by one and records their verse. Then we have a listening party for the whole thing on the mainstream. and then we eliminate one person and we go from there. But that way there's like more, because I feel like watching people put a verse together, especially if they're people that the hosts don't really care about, or the fans don't really care about yet. Like they might listen to me or you make a verse because they know us, but like, hey, here's this random guy. Oh no, here's 10 random people. Watch them record music. That sounds boring.
Once it gets towards the later rounds, people might want to tune in type shit. But I also like, there's a way to like go back and forth. Like, okay, well, let's tap into Studio A and see what they got going on over there. And real quick, it'll like cut over there and see them like.
Yeah, if we could cut over to the live stream of like, oh, let's watch so-and-so record his verse now.
You know what I mean?
That would be good. I don't know.
I feel like it'd bring out a lot of people and that shit would be fun. I think in the same vein, especially because like No Jumper doing the hip hop related content and just leaning into that, I'm always a fan of. So
anything we can do to like enable rapping, I think is pretty good.
You feel me? Like it's just fun, and the people seem to like it. Even if they don't like it, they can talk about how much everybody sucks. You know, like.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yo, but what were we just doing? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
so now we have to watch fucking who's next?
Hefe.
All right, here we go.
Cartier, diamonds, jeweler, did my shit cuss. Blue strip bands, 100 grand in his duff. Broke niggas talking when they can, but we muffle. Ballin' is a sport and I'm standing like an athlete. Threesome with a friend, probably spin if it's that deep. Niggas see him hooping in a Porsche, wanna stack heat. Like I ain't put it down, heavy stepping on the back street. Another court red man down when they slack heat. These days niggas switch sides, let a rat eat. These days ain't no honor like a rap beat. And crime pay well in the gutter or the trap beat. Made a couple hundred off the res with the black feet. Ever see an apple bit of fed, it's a track meet. Got a Hellcat peeling off like it's fat meat. Bought 2 lines, 1 trish, but the act free. You will be a trophy in the city if you smack me. How can I be transfer?
Okay, so some people, I'm gonna be real, we're hating on the fact that Ant kind of used like the same rhyme scheme at the end for like all his bars towards the end, where everything rhymes with like fat eat or whatever. I personally think that Ant Hefe has like an extremely good vocal tone, and that like in general, I feel like he's probably one of the stronger rappers who's ever been a No Jumper host.
I think I think Ant is hard. I think the verse was very solid. I think he didn't like do it in the same way, but he kind of did the same thing that Suspect did last time. He just spit like a usual verse that he would rap on a song, you feel me, and didn't have it tailored to this audience, but I think it worked well for him. Like I said before, made a couple hundred off the res with the black feet, like talking about making running up 100 bands on different reservations with the natives, like
with the black feet.
There's the Blackfeet Indians, you feel me, as like a native tribe.
Okay, so there's a bar that went over my head. I was thinking he was saying something like made a couple hundred off the reds with the black. I'm thinking he's talking about like some Jordans. You got like some red Jordans, or I don't know, you got black feet. I don't know.
Off the res.
Maybe like the shoes have a black sole on them. Res. But yeah, I was thinking like doesn't really sound like you said red. Okay.
And we know he did a lengthy sentence for doing what he did in other states and all that. So it kind of is.
I watched the video.
He was a stabber, a known stabber.
That shit was cool though. I
don't actually know that.
It wasn't nothing crazy.
I assume he was a stabber. Like that's what you got to do to be a joint in there, right?
Hey, you feel me?
That's crazy that like someone will tell you that they used to just be a known stabber and you can't even judge them.
Poker.
That's just how you were getting down there. Yeah, you were poking.
Running with a poker like Gumby.
Call me CEH Poke.
I ain't gonna lie, the verse was hard. He did, like, I agree, like definitely like just a vocal tone. He ain't gotta say too much, even try too hard, because you're gonna sound good regardless. But him stretching a rhyme, people talking about stretching a rhyme scheme like it's a bad thing or weird. Like to me, that's
hard.
Like,
yeah. It's like if you can find 20 things that rhyme the same series of syllables, I mean that's like a lot harder than just switching it up. Even though switching it up has value in terms of making your ear feel titillated by hearing new things or whatever. But like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably like the only criticism I'm hearing from people is that they feel like you could have switched it up at some point. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I thought this shit was tight. You feel me? He was popping it. You feel me?
Yeah, it was just a verse too. Like
I like it. I thought it was pretty good. All right, Trapper Ross. Some people are saying that he's actually in the lead in terms of the woodpile. A lot of people really feeling this verse.
Trap Lord went crazy. Yeah.
Lush ain't gonna let that one slide. But
no, I thought he went crazy.
And hey, keep an ear out, because there are some people I've seen suggesting that there are some Central C subs in this verse as a result of the fact that I believe Central C's team was not terribly happy about the video that Ross made about Central C. So that's interesting lore for people out there if they would like to engage with it.
You know what I mean? I did hear that.
Even the first bar.
Yeah, nah, you could.
That's a Central C thing, and I guess he's saying like shout out to so and so because I'm realer than most. That's like a Central C op, I think.
Yeah.
There's a few things going on in there. All right.
He's taking risks by even dropping his vids out here. You feel me? He's really outside.
Nah, definitely. All right, here we go.
Lines want Trish, but the act free. You will be a trophy in the city if you smack me.
How can I be transphobic when the stick has a dick? Unload it quick, change clips. Now the blick has tit. More hats than a lids. I'm giving off hair transplants away. I put 1,000 holes in his wig. Perfect grammar when I kill him. I don't slide, man, I slip. Never stopping dropping vids, man. I really take risks. We don't want to join your gang and shake arse in your vids. I was living like a movie back when they were trying to sing. Try and talk.
What, who is that from? There's somebody who like famously said that, like, we don't want to join your gang and shake ass in your videos or something. But I can't remember who it is, but I know he's referencing something. Like the other day, I was listening to Bloodhound Lil Jeff, and at one point Big Op says something about like Jeff caught one body, I caught one body, and then we switching Drakes. And then we did that song with him with Ross where he says like, I caught one body, so and so caught one body. Now we switching. Vaughn off 1700. Now we switching glasses. And I made that song with Ross, and then forgot about the Big Op lyric until then.
Ross definitely super coded with it. You gotta. I'm saying even the Central C reference on the first bar. You feel me? How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay.
I just love that he chose to face off with this countryman. He's saying like real shit that he actually means in this, because like when he's saying that like I really bridged the gap but I gets no thanks, it's like he is the most prominent famous British person in hip-hop ever. I'm gonna say
media personality in America. Yeah.
Trap Lord Ross, and hey, you can this is up for debate, I guess. Trap Lord Ross is much more famous than Skepta.
I was gonna say, is he more famous than Central C?
Is he more famous than KSI?
No. Right? No way.
Yeah, no.
No, KSI, okay. But in terms of like KSI, okay, good,
like,
good amendum there.
He's for sure one of the top five, I guess, because unless we're counting,
he's up there.
We're not counting like Slick Rick and MF Doom, right? Like
I'm not. No.
Yeah.
Are they from England? I didn't
They're
know
both
that.
born in England. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm asking ChatGPT right now. What the fuck is this? Allowed to store data in persistent storage. Sure, whatever that means. Okay. Who is more famous? Central C or Trap Lord Ross? I think it's like obviously Central C, right?
I would assume so, honestly.
For sure.
Yeah, he's unquestionably more famous than Trap Lord Ross. Okay, it's good that we got that out there. But and that makes me 100% wrong.
What I will say, Trap Lord Ross is the most famous British media personality in the United States of all time, arguably besides or including Tim Westwood. You feel me? I would say Tim Westwood.
That's a fair question. Yeah. I think for the modern generation, he's definitely more like damn. ChatGPT says Skepta also much more famous than Trap Lord Ross. I don't know. I mean, in my world, Skepta is, yes, a very famous rapper, but also like not somebody who ever really like reached the peak of what he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know?
But Skepta in the UK is like, you feel me? He one of them guys. He like Future.
I mean, okay, I'm asking it a little bit more specifically. Yeah, who's more famous in America, Tim Westwood or Trap Lord Ross? Ooh, Trap Lord Ross largely outpaces Tim Westwood. Here we go.
So that's the real question. Like
Tim Westwood.
But what if I ask that without the USA thing?
Well, in the UK, I would say Tim Westwood is probably
I've been seeing Tim Westwood's shit since I was like a fucking 8-year-old.
That's what I'm saying. Like his accolades are insane.
But I feel like in America, Tim Westwood is not really that famous. You have to be like very deep into like the, you know, sort of side of like UK hip hop to the average American is just invisible. It doesn't exist. They don't know anything about it. It's a pretty niche interest. And even to like watch rappers get interviewed on YouTube is relatively niche. And then to like watch Tim Westwood, like for an American, I just feel like it's.
But remember, like there's like pretty legendary clips like Eminem freestyles, Juice WRLD freestyles, and shit that kind of transcended the UK. And you know what I mean?
No, that's true. That's true.
That like Tim
and that's
Westwood,
why it's kind of hard to like, because Trapper Ross has like consistent, very high viewership on his YouTube channel, and then on the other hand, you have these like absolutely seismic, gigantic moments with Tim Westwood and like other rappers that are like huge, but then, you know, you haven't heard anything about Tim Westwood in like 5 years. Granted, that's because he had this weirdo case or whatever.
Well, yeah, I was
he
gonna
kind of
say
had to like vanish from public life.
That's kind of like
you don't know.
I never heard about that. That's crazy.
There's a lot of like fucking. What was it?
He's a
Underage?
chomo.
Or was it just fucking fans?
I think it's some Me Too shit.
It was definitely Me Too shit, but I remember like his thing specifically was like fucking very young black women.
That's crazy.
But I don't know if they were like sub 18 or not.
If he didn't have that happen, he would probably be still a pretty prominent part of like hip hop media, I'm assuming.
Let's get an official answer.
I feel like he was like huge. What the fuck?
No, he was.
Okay, I saw Tim Westwood at Wireless Festival in 2019, and it's like surreal seeing someone that old in real life who's like a hip hop person at all, like that old and white. Like he is just, you've just never seen someone that old and gangly and white in like hip hop ever, like until you see him and you're like, holy shit, it's like seeing a fucking dinosaur in real life. And I say this as somebody who has nothing but respect for him in his career, but it's like just how old he is, like just, and it's kind of like you can see like a 6-year-old black dude and it doesn't really, it's not disturbing in the same way, but like a 60-year-old white guy is really old and upsetting.
Looking at like
don't be here.
Ghostface had a really good interview on Bootleg Kev recently, and I was like, Ghostface still seems like cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's not like trying to be young or anything like that, but he still seems like he's chill and that people would respect him regardless how old they are, and he still got that aura about him. But I don't know, like
he's a weirdo.
Yeah, he's been Tim Westwood accused by several women, some alleging incidents when they're under 18. So he stepped down from his show, and there's an investigation.
Ooh.
Okay, in 2024, the police submitted a dossier of evidence to the Crown Prosecution Service to determine if criminal charges are warranted, but I guess they haven't decided yet. And then the BBC has also initiated its own investigation. And then, okay, he's traveled frequently to Africa for DJ gigs and even tried rebranding himself as an online chef.
Oh, wow.
Action seen by many as an attempt to escape relentless scrutiny and keep a lifestyle presence while maintaining while mainstream credibility evaporate. I want to see him
so
make
basically
online
Trap
chef
wins
videos.
by default.
Huh?
Trap Lord wins by default.
Oh yeah, this was a chomo. They need to euthanize him immediately.
Yeah, he up out of here.
Wow. I mean, that's the problem when you're a radio guy, is that they can just boot your ass out of like whatever the fuck you got going on, you know? Wait, I want to see him. Tim Westwood online chef. This is what we have to look up. Tim Westwood online chef.
Damn, it's gotten dark for the boy, huh?
I just like have a hard time believing that happened and that we don't know about it. These are all, but he didn't upload it to his official channel, I'm assuming. You think he tried to make a TikTok or something?
A rebrand would imply that it's like
it'd be on some other shit for sure.
10 months ago, but these are like old pieces of content, I'm pretty sure.
Still releasing. Oh, Lagos. So he like
Tim Westwood cooking.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that he can go to Africa and then nobody like really like is paying attention. Like
but that's also like more disturbing because you just said that it was like young black girls that he was, and then he's like going to Africa hella much.
Probably having a good ass time out there. Hey, I mean that is good to know. Once you get Me Too'd into oblivion, there's still a career waiting for you in Africa.
There's definitely several third world countries that would like embrace you with open arms.
China, you're just a tall white guy who's got some hip hop credentials. They're gonna embrace you with open arms, don't you think?
I feel like anytime I hear somebody say that they're going to Thailand, if they're not bringing their girl with them, there might be something afoot.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like a couple like guys together.
Yeah,
is that a video? Is that it?
Yeah, it's
that's his TikTok.
Him cooking on his Instagram.
Oh wait, we gotta.
Tim Westwood
I gotta
TV.
see this now.
Tim Westwood looked like he's.
This is not where I saw today going in terms of
They're cooking and shit.
in terms of the content that we were making, but now I have to see this. Okay, so this is like, yo,
It's
what
like-
the fuck is that?
It's like a little lower. You gotta scroll for a minute.
No, but okay, there we go. Yeah, like the governor of Lagos honored to DJ your 60th birthday party luncheon. It was an amazing day. Look at him with this random
He's like, where's the
African
girls
leader.
at?
I mean,
Scoons.
Oh, biz ad, homie.
yeah, look at this, bro. This is actually like really fascinating because like this is kind of like what China Mac is doing.
Oh wow, the overseas rebrand.
Look at this. He's in Lagos and he's hanging out with Don Sammy.
Going to all these other countries, Don Sammy's crazy. Going to all these other countries is kind of like the PC of the entertainment world. Like you're like relegated to protective custody,
Yo, it is kind of like that, right?
right? Like
Yeah.
you make you a little Bagiana out there, but it's
This is Lagos.
oh, bro, it's weird,
He's turning off his likes too, which is kind of depressing.
comments for show is awful.
Yo, he getting like 175 likes on
Tim,
something.
Tim Westwood used to be that boy, by the way. Like,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
those that are watching that don't get it,
Wait.
He's putting on for the African artist, dude.
which is cool. You feel me? Shouts to like
A lot of like
all-
old stuff too. Like he's bringing back like, you know, check out this thing I did with Lil Wayne or Gucci or whatever in like, you know, 20 years ago. But hey, I did it. So fuck y'all. I mean, shit, the African trips probably pay pretty good, right?
that's like so in like battle rap. There's like a
The
big.
cooking shit's on his real sub.
There's like a big.
It's
internet-
only on the Reels tab?
Yeah. It's like
What?
just scroll down for a second, you'll see it. It's like all like he was cooking for like.
He's not really trying.
He had
to
like a week long cooking fucking.
There it
video,
is.
You know? Look,
There it is.
Oh yeah. I forgot what we were looking for.
Stew with rice, so obviously the tomatoes, onions and pepper. Grinding the peppers, onion and tomatoes to make the red sauce.
Nice audio,
Washed
dog.
the chicken obviously, then seasoned it with the chicken seasoning, the thyme, the curry powder, salt, the chicken cubes, and now just boiling it off before we fry it. We boiled the basmati rice, and at the same time cooked it with
Yeah, that shit looks bunk as fuck. You ain't seasoning shit, dog.
Yeah, but you ever eat food in England in general? It's like that's some of the worst food on earth.
Unless it's like another ethnicity, like if there's like bomb ass like Indian food or Thai food,
That's
all
true,
that, yeah. But their cuisine, yeah, bro, you motherfuckers don't even season shit, gang.
Most of the foods that are like beloved in America, England just provides you with a total dog shit version of it. But okay, I wonder if he was really trying to like rebrand as an online chef, or if it looks like he made, you know,
a few little cooking vids. Yeah,
He might have deleted some shit though. Like you feel me? Like
maybe, but you know, like the food thing. Like the food thing. It's just like, bro, okay. So many people who have failed at making popular content just end up making food content because it's like the ultimate relatable thing. We all eat food. We all like food. Not everybody needs to make content about food. Like just because I like Tim Westwood does not mean that I want to be subjected to him making a casserole.
or even worse, watching people eat. Like, yeah, let me like see you slurp down some fucking glizzies. You feel me? At the county fair.
This is me. This is like every piece of like every food vlog I've ever seen. Oh, so good.
Incredible flavor.
Oh my man, it's so good.
I feel like for it to be good, you gotta go somewhere and like shit on their food. Like, nah, this
Oh, it's so good. No, that does sound a lot better than it's so good. Like I just every time I watch somebody make a fucking piece of content where they eat food in any way, and that's always everybody's like first plan B. Like, oh
Food
shit.
content.
Nobody's really enjoying watching my videos about me talking about you know, whatever. Maybe I can make videos about food. What do I like? Oh, I like food.
And my ass, meanwhile, is watching the thing. You're like, oh, this is gonna be crazy when I shit this out. like,
and that's why when you actually like watch that fucking Guy Fieri show, which I've been subjected to a few episodes in my life.
Flavor Town.
Yeah, or what's it? Diners, Drives, and Drags. I forget.
Oh.
But either way, it's like they do so much to make it so that it's not just him biting the food and saying how good it is. Like they're doing the history of this place, like how they almost fell into financial ruin, etc. Like they just go hard to make it interesting because it's so not interesting.
Well, I agree with Steven. Like I'm on my Gordon Ramsay shit. Like I'm gonna go to your restaurant and be like, this is absolute dog shit. You call this cuisine? Like this fool really goes in.
That's how I felt about the smash burger that I got at the bowling alley the other day. I was like, you know what?
Let him know something.
If I was a food YouTuber, I could go into quite a bit of depth about why this sandwich sucks ass.
For some
That
reason,
shit looked pretty good on your story.
Yeah, it was all right.
Is that the bowling alley?
Pins.
Okay.
Pins.
You pins you would expect like a decent quality.
I've never even heard of that in my life.
Really? PINZ.
Yeah.
I mean,
We don't got a pins over.
I asked ChatGPT. They might honestly.
Fuck no.
Pomona has a lot of off the radar things.
I don't even think we have a bowling alley here.
How many pins locations are there?
Oak Tree Lanes and Diamond Bar. I feel like that's the closest bowling alley.
I can see there being a pin.
There used to be like a Bolero, I think.
I want to be some.
There's a bowling alley right here in Burbank.
Yeah, for sure.
There's one in Ontario.
I was gonna say I can see West Covina having some shit like that.
Nah, for sure. There's a Bolero in West Covina.
Yeah.
No, there's the pins on Highland, right?
But we don't get no pins. I've never even heard of that in my life.
Pins with a Z. It's kind of hip hop. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. The closest pins to Pomona is in Studio City. So, the one I went to. Yeah. That's funny as fuck.
You got people like King Phil running around Pomona. How could you possibly have the pins out there?
You think he's a big presence out there?
I think that archetype of, you feel me, is just like creatures with pink nails.
Oh, so
like
I totally forgot, bro. I forgot about what was actually sent to me earlier. Okay, check this out. Instagram.com/nojumper. Look at this.
Oh yeah, what was the big text that you got?
Okay, video director Rob Banks shares screenshots of King Pill making sexual advances towards them. Now, the thing about this is that Rob Banks, shown here, is a stud woman, a female lesbian.
Shouts to the homie Rob Banks.
Shout out Rob Banks.
Rob Banks is a whole, like, that's the bro type shit.
Right. And so there are these text messages of King Pill saying, I want to be your boyfriend. And then Rob Banks, who is, again, a lesbian female, if me and you was ever together, I would be the dominant one. So technically, I'm the daddy and you the woman. You would be calling me daddy every day and putting chili in my hand for real. So she's threatening to P4K King Pill. That's crazy. And he said, I would beat them guts and let you record that. Now, this is just... King Pill already has had zesty accusations. There's YouTube videos out there with a lot of views about how King Pill allegedly tried to sleep with trans people. So now we're seeing that he actually like wants to fuck a female who really looks like a dude. Like, it's hard to imagine anyone thinking that Rob Banks was in any way feminine.
Nah.
Yeah, fuck no.
Ever. And been that way, like, because I've known Rob Banks for a good 18, 19 years, and it's always been that same way.
And then she says, Pill, I look like a whole N-word. You not beating them allegations. He said, you don't look like an N-word when you in your birthday suit, homegirl. She responds, let me strap you then. I don't know what he actually said to that. And then this is him asking her to do a video for $250, which is really not surprising because King Pill, definitely one of the brokest rappers I've ever been involved with in any way. Like, really, really, like, depressingly broke.
This is all just because she's cool with AOF Nino.
Because Rob Banks is cool with AOF Nino. So this is another example. I'm actually starting to realize that King Pill is basically like a Milk 7-4 level person where, like, everybody they interact with, they end up having this like crazy dramatic fallout with because he's just a tweaker. And like, you know, the reason why I even was doing anything with King Pill was because of Stefan Belafonte, who King Pill and him now have fallen out, from what I understand.
Oh, really?
He's got some other manager listed in his bio, and they don't follow each other anymore. Somebody pointed out to me. So like, that's the only, like, arguably me and Stiff and Belfonte were the only two white people who were like in any way helping out King Pill, and he managed to fuck it up with both of them. He fucked it up with the Rob Banks thing. You know, he's just like fucking everything up.
Well, yeah, the thing that's, I genuinely don't believe that he was being serious when he was like he was clearly trolling, but
no, but then he texted me and said, me and Rob Banks were sexually active. That's why she did my video for free.
Fuck,
you wouldn't know nothing about that, Lil John. Let's call him.
Please leave your message for 3.
He blocked your ass.
Dang.
He might be on
Wait,
D&D.
try again. He might be on
D&D, yeah.
One more time.
Please leave your message.
Oh, he didn't pay that motherfucker.
Ooh, it'd be cool if I doxed his number like that. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I don't know. It's actually, it really seems like a fevered dream almost, that there was a period of time in which I was somehow sucked into in any way supporting King Pill's rap career.
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
What was I like? Nobody in my life was able to be like, hey.
But
I mean, Flacco tried to tell me.
Well, yeah, that I was gonna say that. First of all, the 4 or 5 Bigs that
shout out to them.
No, they all cool.
Shout out to every single person from Pomona. Shout out to every red rag wearing Pomona blood besides one. All of y'all are cool. All of y'all know he's a douchebag. So we're all really on the same page, I think. I understand you guys are kind of rocking with him. You feel like there might be some money you can get out of the situation. You feel like some sense of solidarity with him. When y'all DP him, when y'all put him off the hood, I'll be here. It's cool. I think, as far as I know, they all fuck with me. I've never seen a single person from his hood say anything bad about me or No Jumper besides him.
Pomona's got a legacy of great artists. You feel me? Sugar Free, Above the Law, so many like legends. King Pill is not Drummer Boy. King Pill is not a part of this trajectory, not a part of that legacy.
That's your boy. Why are you turning on him?
He turned on me.
Okay.
Yeah, he made.
I just want to make sure this is not like a glazed diss, that you're not just saying this because you think that that's what I want you to say.
He made several posts about me and shit, and like tried to, oddly enough, said that I lived at home with my parents. Was
not true.
To be fair,
that would be nice.
Pad's probably fucking.
I'd much rather live there. Yeah. The cold part is, and I kind of give him props for this, he tried to collab post me at any time he made a video about me.
He does that to me too.
I was like, okay, at least you feel me? He's letting his nuts hang.
I have him restricted, so I can't really like see when he tries to do the collab post, but then anytime I look at his page and click the message thing, I see that he tried to collab and post me on like everything he did. And also, like, I realized I was really dealing with a J-Cat when I realized that he takes images and makes them reels.
Yeah, he do that.
Like, that's his preferred means of communication. It's like, you're fundamentally misunderstanding how this app is supposed to work. But Instagram is such a retard friendly app that they've allowed you to be able to make this kind of content where you just insert an image and add a song.
And here's the thing, like that song, the slide first is a dope record. Like, I stand on that. That was a cool song. If that was my introduction to him. So based on that, I don't think you were crazy for being like, oh, maybe this guy has potential. You know what I'm saying? If that's your first exposure to him.
But for the record, when I went out to New York, it was to do content with Bobby Shmurda, Mano, and a handful of other people. I didn't really realize until like the day before, like a couple of days before, that King Pill was gonna be out there. And when I went to do that video shoot, I definitely didn't know that I was gonna basically end up in like a Gummo style blood music video. So like it was a good time, but that was all kind of a surprise to me.
Well, yeah, and they were all fucking with him too out there because, you know, like they're like, oh, he's with Bompton G. You feel me? That's a certified dude. He must be official too. Blah, 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 blah. These are Bloods from LA.
Yeah. It was good before it ended. But yo, this guy said ankle socks at him. That's a big L, my guy. Having the ankles exposed is crazy.
That when I was watching on the TV, your feet just out.
You tell me.
They in frame.
You know what I noticed also is that me and Smack are like the only people who do this. We take off our shoes and just put them next to us during the podcast. I watched a clip of him the other day. I saw that. But wait.
You two and Mr. Miyagi.
I thought if I'm going to be wearing like running style shoes like this, that I'm supposed to have ankle socks. Isn't this like how it's supposed to look?
I guess.
I don't know.
My other socks are like black and they're like ankle size. They cover my ankle.
That's that Lakewood and Pasaki swag right there.
Yeah, my shit's at
Shouts to the movie. What about Bob?
If you were wearing these, what kind of socks would you wear?
I mean,
are you?
At least gonna cover my ankle.
Let's see what I'm. Let's see how
the black ones up to here, it's like, ugh.
I'm like moderately down.
I'm trying to get an idea from the chat how fucked up me wearing these are, because I have no idea.
I mean,
either no shit.
I thought this was right.
I'll say
this was correct.
I'll say this.
This is right, right? That's the right way. Because I'm gonna be real. I've been tying my shoes wrong my whole life, and I've been wearing the wrong kind of socks my whole life.
How have you been tying your shoes?
I don't know. It's just like when I hang out with people who have like swag and like seem like everyone seems like they're up on some kind of way of tying their shoes that I just don't know about. And many times throughout my life, like even on the podcast, I think House Phone used to take my shoes from me and like relace them sometimes. He would just, I don't know, they were just tied wrong.
Well, now that Flip Phone's here, maybe he can relace your shoes.
For sure, I need that.
Yeah.
For sure, he needs to do that. Hey, I just wanted to give one more shout out to my people over at everything420.com for making smoking way more convenient. Just download the app and you are all set. They got glass, vapes, edibles, wild gift ideas, whatever the vibe, it's in there. E420 is the plug. Always fast and always discreet. And don't forget to use the code NOJUMPER, one word, at checkout. Anyway, I'm going to be checking the comments heavily later for advice on what kind of shoes to wear, or socks to wear rather. All right, we didn't even finish the rosters here.
Street cred, but you might need a coach. Certain man got bread, but they're cooked like toast. Reddit stands trying to glaze like a Sunday roast. Man, shout out Young Spray, cause I'm realer than most. I really bridge that gap, but I get no thanks.
I think that was the only ad lib in the whole thing. I don't even know what he said.
He had a couple of, yeah, Kenny, what were his little ad libs right there? He's like,
that's why they hate me in tanks.
Yeah, but
why do they hate him in tanks? What's that mean?
No.
So what Ross told me is like a lot of his shit is for the UK, and he's out there like, you feel me, like.
Got it. I'm calling.
He popping some shit for the man's dem.
I'm sorry. I want to know,
roadmen.
What is it to be hated in tanks?
Oh,
they hate him in tanks.
White shoes, black socks, or black socks, white. Black shoes, white socks.
That's what I thought when I heard it.
What?
I figure that's like some Central C shit. Like that might be.
I figure he looks bad in the tank top because he has like sort of like weak shoulders.
It looks Chinese.
He does look Chinese right there.
No, he got the hard ass cardies on. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn, we're never gonna know.
Ross, can't take your call.
Did you call him? You didn't even call his American like.
Well, yeah, but he does have a U.S. number too.
I heard that album. He says Might Gang.
Might Gang. Okay,
Mike Gang.
Yeah. Mites.
Might Gang.
Is Russ?
Yo.
Traplo Ross. We're on the No Jumper Show.
Let's get it, man. The Cypher's going up.
It's going up. Hey, why do they hate you in tanks? What does that mean?
All right, so Tanks is like a big UK YouTuber who's killing it right now. And me and him are the only guys in the industry in the UK that stood up to Central C.
Oh, so he co-signed your content about him.
Yeah, and he's blowing up right now. He's next up for the UK, man. Check out Tanks.
Oh, I got to tap in with Tanks. That sounds very interesting. Okay. Yeah, but so, I mean, we're kind of like assuming that a lot of different, so you said me and Tanks. Got it. We were thinking that you looked bad in a tank top because like your shoulders aren't developed. You don't like work out much, I'm guessing.
Hey, they hate to see me in a tank too, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been hitting the gym recently.
Ooh, I like that. What are you doing right now?
I'm driving right now. I'm going to link up with somebody and get some food.
Link up with somebody? Is it a prostitute?
Oh, Ross get hoes.
Hell no. It's the homie, man. It's the homie. Nothing like that. Come on, man.
Okay, he's out here living a nice balanced life.
Yeah,
Did you spend? What do you do today?
I made 2 videos. I made a video reacting to the backlash about my previous video yesterday, exposing Young Thug for his 2-hour interrogation tape.
Oh wow! So you're like fully in the lab on a daily basis, working on these sort of like incremental upload videos. Do you feel like in some way that's your calling?
Yeah, I'm in Flacco mode right now because, to be honest, man, my main channel been a little slow. I feel like the algorithm changed this year. The algorithm's looking for daily uploads, and my second channel been booming. Last 2 months, gone crazy.
Damn. So the main I did actually, you know what? I hit the view stats on your channel the other day, and I did notice there was a bit of a drop. It had like the lowest viewership in a couple of years, huh?
Yeah, but hey, listen, man, I basically went on a run where I was doing a video every week. But out of 8 videos, 3 of them got taken down. And I feel like ever since then, I feel like I'm a low-key shadow banned right now. So my second channel's booming. I'm getting busy there. And I'm basically just waiting for things to... Because I've been hearing shadow bans are a real thing. And I had 3 takedowns in a month.
Wait, why 3 takedowns?
All right. I had the Meek Mill Diddy video got demonetized because apparently I was cyberbullying Meek Mill.
But that was out for like a long time, right?
Yeah, it was up. It was up for like 2 weeks.
Oh, that's it? Okay, but wait, it didn't get taken down or it just got demonetized?
It got like fully demonetized, and then the King Von video I did got fully age restricted and demonetized. That video barely even made it a couple hours, and that one got super nuked. And that was a banger. That was a video breaking down all of the King Von body cam footage, but they said it was too graphic, too much graphic violence, so that one got hit.
Are you like utilizing your team for these sort of like daily uploads, or is your team able to help you much?
No, zero team. My daily uploads is all me. I just record the videos, one take, and then drop them. So, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm up on the second channel, 0. It's all profit.
No, that's dope. I mean, is there ever a feeling of like, shit, I should be streaming this shit? Because you're kind of like doing a stream and then just putting it out right after.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the streaming thing, but I just feel like when I be doing streams, it's like the numbers don't hit the same. I feel like the packaging is so important. And like doing these videos, they're like streams, but I'm doing them like they're videos. And I think the packaging is making people take it more seriously, you know, because sometimes I feel like when you live stream, people are like, oh, that's throwaway, whatever.
Yeah.
There's more thought put into it. It's not just like whatever randomly pops in your head or whatever direction the chat dictates you to go.
No, facts. But then also, I had another video on the main channel. One of my best performing videos was this video I did about the deadly gangs of Houston. And it was all about like Jay Prince and Source Walker. That got a crazy copyright strike on it. And I got a full blown strike. I had to fight to get that video back. But when we got it back, it didn't really work when I tried to take it public again. So that one's gone. And I feel like ever since that strike, my channel's been a little bit fucked up.
Damn, that's crazy. You know, like I remember Mike Malak in the interview that I did with him, because there was like a drop in views where it felt like he was like, so he was with Lana Rhoades, was super famous porn star and everything, and he's getting like a couple million views a video, and then all of a sudden he's getting like 300, 400K, and I think a lot of people acted like it was because of losing the girl or like breaking up with the girl. But then he told me that, God, I forget actually what it was, but there was something political that he did or something he talked about that got his video demonetized or something. And then he said his channel was never the same after that. But it also conveniently kind of aligned with him breaking up with this super famous girl.
I thought it was because of that.
Here's the inside info I got on that. Okay, so like I basically have been kind of thinking, okay, my channel ain't really hit the same the last couple months. I was uploading more. I was thinking, my shadow banned. No, maybe the content's just not as good as it was. Like maybe I was a bit lazy with some of these videos. But I spoke to a couple homies of mine who had a string of videos being demonetized. And they basically said, nah, like that happened. So I've got a homie, he used to do like 800K views a video. He had like one really bad video get struck down for some like, unsafe content. And then after that, he couldn't get more than 100K views on a video for 6 months. And then basically he dropped a video that was like right after something happened. And because it was the first video on the topic, it went viral and did 1 million views. And then that basically cleared his shadow ban, and he was back after that. So I've heard that it's a thing. Wow. And basically they push you down until you have something viral that's really topical, and then basically you're back in the good books after that. So that's just what I've heard, but I don't know if that's true.
It's weird because it feels like whenever you have one of these situations, there's always like 2 dueling narratives of like, it's my fault or the content's fault. And then the other one's like, it's the algorithm's fault. And usually they both make sense at the same time. Like, for instance, the Plug Talk channel, if you go look at it, it's like we had tons of viral videos when we first put it out. And there's like videos with 3 million views and all this shit. Or some of those are on the Clips channel. But like, it's true that at that time, the people were a lot more excited to hear random porn star stories. And now I feel like people are completely burnt out on that. But then also it kind of feels like even if one of them were to start doing good, the channel's had enough demonetizations, almost been taken down, et cetera, that it's kind of like we wouldn't really be able to go viral even if we had one of those kind of clips again, you know?
Well, I also assume like they be...
sorry, Lush was saying something.
I was assuming they also like trip on Ross's channel more because it's like a lot, you're outsourcing other content that you have to contextualize the stories. So that's like what winds up getting you blamped ultimately, right?
A lot of times, yeah.
Yeah, man. I've had issues in the past where I had a video where there's a rapper in the UK called Chinks, okay, and I had a video demonetized for hate speech for saying his name. Obviously, I wasn't saying a slur. That's his name, CHINX. But YouTube flagged that, and they did not give me back my appeal.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
But hey, I've got update, Adam. You know, I'd be in my my secret YouTuber Illuminati group call, right?
I did see you in that the other day, yeah.
So we had a call today. And the guys are basically saying, yo, right now, YouTube's kind of like TikTok. You've got guys that are making brand new channels with no history, dropping random videos out of nowhere, doing like 5-6 million views. So low-key, YouTube's trying to become like TikTok, and they're pushing people with brand new channels that have no history more than channels with hella history right now.
Damn, that's crazy.
But I wonder if you were to do that, if you were to make 10 channels and drop 10 of the same video with, I guess, like slightly different titles and thumbnails and everything like that, I wonder if it would be able to go viral, or if it would be like, I mean, because every comment's going to be like, why the fuck is Trapler Ross on this different channel? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of hard to imagine, like, if your content could actually be like reused and go viral through that method.
Here's the theory behind it, right? The problem that YouTube is, I feel like they tweaked their algorithm this year, right? And they're depending way more on when you drop a video, that first 10,000 or so people that see it, that see the thumbnail and decide whether or not to click on it, that group of core people are deciding whether your videos get pushed more. So if all your first 10,000 people don't click the video, YouTube are going to say, fuck this, we're not going to push this video to anybody else. But here's the thing, that video could have had a way bigger audience of 10 million people over there. But if your gatekeeper group of diehard kind of fans at the start don't push it, the video is not going to get pushed. If you've got a brand new channel with no history, it's basically getting pushed to anyone. And if these group of random people click on the thumbnail and give you a good CTR, it's going to get pushed to an unlimited audience of people because you haven't got the baggage of, Ross, like for me, for example, when I drop stuff that's not Chicago, people hate on it because I've got 15 million views worth of King Von fans on here. So it's like, when I do a St. Louis video, people are hating, and it takes time for it to even get pushed beyond that audience because everybody's just kind of like, nah, we don't want to see this. It's not Chicago. So I don't know. I kind of believe that. And my second channel, which has got way less history, is booming right now. So.
Yeah, I mean, imagine having 5 million subscribers and half of them were around for like, Lil Pump buying $1,000 shoes at the mall.
Well, and that's the thing. Also, like once a channel reaches a certain age, how many of those subscribers, quote unquote, are even active accounts?
And that's why, like, I was kind of determined to try to make the Adam 22 channel make a comeback. Because on one hand, it feels like, oh, I got 1 million subscribers. Like, it's a huge waste to not be making videos and uploading to that channel. But then another part of me is like, you would probably have a better bet just making a whole new channel. But after this experience, I'm almost feeling like, maybe my fans and the people that watch No Jumper are so adjusted to watching me talk on a podcast setting that I should just frame everything like a podcast. So it's like, if I want to tell a intricate story about something that I found out about or whatever, I should do that in a podcast scenario.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been listening to the pod, and I know you brought that up earlier on in the pod, and I thought that was a dope idea. And I thought, maybe what you should do is have like, rather than doing a researched video that's like a documentary style video, you get somebody to just do a shitload of research and then just have a 2-hour deep dive on, let's say, if the topic's Diddy or, Central C or whatever. Like, you ever see how Myron used to be doing the Fed, like the case breakdowns when he broke down the Young Thug shit? It's just him breaking down a bunch of research. So I thought that could be a good lane for No Jumper.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, Destiny will be sitting on stream just reading shit. He'll be doing like Israel research, and it's just him like reading mad shit about Israel,
reading the Kabbalah,
literally, and I'm like, to me, this seems like an insane thing to expect your fans to actually want to watch, but he has that kind of fan base.
That's his fan base.
Yeah.
Hey, Ross, what do you think about our analysis that you are the most famous British media personality in hip hop history in America?
Did you see us talking about that part?
No, I was a little bit behind. I didn't quite get to that part. I was probably like an hour behind the actual pod or whatever.
Well,
hey, I appreciate that, man. That's a blessing to hear that from you guys. There's been a lot of greats that I've learned from. You know what I'm saying? We've got Charlie Sloth, Tim Westwood, a lot of UK guys that have done big in the interview space. But I feel like for this generation, I guess I am flying the flag. But to hear that from you guys, bro, that's a blessing.
Well, so I asked ChatGPT, because at first I said that you were the most famous hip hop person from the UK ever, and I checked a couple and it said that both Skepta and Central C are much more famous than you. So, and like ChatGPT like really emphasized that, like bold, underlined, etc. So I got to take an L on that. But it did say that in America you are more famous than Tim Westwood, which I agree with, and that was kind of interesting. Then I asked it, who's more famous, Trap Lord Ross or Tim Westwood worldwide? And it said it's kind of a toss-up. Depends how you look at it.
Damn, man. Damn, I done took Tim's spot. Hey, listen, Tim got super cancelled out here, but you know what I'm saying? He really did push the genre.
Not in Africa, my friend. Yeah. Not in Africa. Not in Lagos.
He doing cooking shows in Nigeria as we speak.
Those Lagos shows, and they be looking lit.
Yo, but did you know that he's going out there to Lagos, however you say it, Legos, and he's just fucking killing it out there. And given the fact that like he allegedly was, very into, barely legal or sub-legal black women, he's probably having a hell of a time. He's probably having Diddy parties. We call it Timmy parties.
Yeah, that's the real freak off.
No Timmy.
Hey, you got a couple interviews with Diddy,
That's his dog. Do you feel like if what I said earlier, Ross, was that if that didn't happen and he didn't have that controversy, that Tim Westwood would probably still be a major player in the media space to this day? Do you agree? Or
man, listen, I got a lot of respect for what Westwood achieved, but low key, Charlie Sloth kind of got him out of the way. They had a famous beef. They basically were fighting over the number one hip hop slot on the BBC radio show. Ironically, the BBC radio show, two white guys fighting over the hip hop show. But,
man's not hot.
Basically, Charlie Sloth kind of took him out the game. So Charlie Sloth really took the number one spot from Tim in that regard. But you know what I'm saying? They're both legendary guys that did their thing. But hey, once this Cypher goes a little bit more viral, my guy Tanks, he's going to have a big breakdown of all the little Central C sneak disses in that song. So I'm gonna let him break it down, and you're gonna find out all the little secret messages I had in my verse, man.
Oh yeah, I gotta tap in with that. Yo, I appreciate you, and keep up the good work, my friend.
Hey, love guys, I appreciate you, man. I'm locked in.
Much love, bro.
Much love, player.
I'm gonna switch out with King.
All right, man.
Switching out with King. We got all the tunas coming through today, man.
I'm gonna go edit this dress.
Smell like a tuna melt. That's what you were really talking about.
Dead homies. ATM Richie told me that he invented red homies, which I thought King Pill, I think, came up with.
I didn't know that either one of them did.
So this is Kenny, aka the dude who produced the beats for the Cypher.
And recorded too.
Engineered it. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Ross, by the way. His verse literally took like 5 minutes to record.
Because he came prepared.
He came in ready.
He came prepared, yeah. And a lot of people were very insistent on not punching in, which really shocked me.
Who?
Like Flacco. Flacco was insistent on not punching.
That's him the whole way through, really?
The whole way through, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, so, yeah. Same thing with Brandon. Brandon was insistent. Brandon's like, real rappers don't punch in. I'm going to just do it all the way through.
That's funny because his big op, Almighty Suspect, is the same way. They're both very dedicated to the craft of rapping.
Yeah.
Do you think that Brandon's verse would have hit different if Suspect was still locked up at the time?
If that verse came out right when Suspect first got in trouble, yeah, for sure, I would have definitely like putting it out that much later just seems kind of weirdly obsessive, because it's like, oh my god, why are you still talking about this? But people don't know that he rapped that.
He recorded that a while ago,
but it was still that observation is basically still true. Look, David Russell hating on you, not Kenny, please.
David Russell been hating on me. Hey. But what do you think?
That's not the
though?
real David Russell, though, right? It's just like a dude who took on the name.
Probably. But do you think which to be honest, which Cypher do you like better? This one or the one last year? Or which one do you feel better about?
I mean, the first one I thought was like very epic because it was the first time seeing me and Flacco rap, and then like Brick Baby, a lot of the fans hadn't maybe seen him rap. So that was kind of,
yeah.
The first one felt pretty epic. I think the video was better for sure in the first one. But then the second one has more people. Everybody's rapping a little bit more briefly, so it's hard to get sick of it. It doesn't like start with like a 3-minute Brick Baby verse. But there's like a lot more voices, and then you have Ralphie on it, which I thought was a really, really dope look. And then the fact that we have Brick tapping in from prison, I thought was pretty cool. So which one do I really prefer? Shit, this one, like, it's going to take time for us to be able to really judge this one.
Yeah, I just dropped. I like that this one is like a little bit more consistent. One like consistent. There's a beat switch up.
Yeah.
But I do also appreciate how the other one had like different sounds and stuff like that. I think they were both pretty chill.
I ain't gonna lie, like the first one, the video was super raw because we was all on the roof,
shirtless.
Cool, yeah.
So the shirtlessness and all that. But to me, like this one is like significantly just better as a Cypher. But I don't know. I guess it's really up to the people, whatever they think.
It was fun that it was like all in house too. Like we all did it here. And
There's just so much like different shit going on. Just like so many different rap styles to kind of process and judge. And it's just like, it's a lot to talk about, but I don't know. I felt like the first one just seemed like such a big deal just because so many people were like invested in seeing us all rap together for the first time.
I heard you rapping. I was like,
that was the first time I ever rapped. So that was kind of, that was big for me. That like, it's unthinkable to me that it took me 2 different sessions to record that verse because
it's a longer verse though.
To me, that one I recorded took 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It's like, I went from like it taking 2 days to taking like 10 minutes. That's kind of
the learning.
And I got a bunch of help in the first one too.
Yeah, but not like I don't know. I think this one was like, to me, the beats are way harder. Like I like this one better personally, but
I think we got to spin back real quick with me, you, and FA and Munchie.
Yeah, I think that definitely need to happen for Shosky.
Mm.
We need to see what the mayor talking about for real, especially after he robbed our ass. You feel me?
Oh, the song. Yeah, I thought you meant robbed us of a podcast co-host on this episode.
He did that as well.
Right. Okay. All right. Let's keep going with the Cypher. Let's throw it on the screen.
We were calling out the cap, that's why they hate me and tanks. They gatekeep like bouncers, but they got no rank. When the demons pull up, tuck your rollie in your pants.
All right. This to me is one of my favorite things of the whole Cypher. This means the world to me.
Yes, let's go, Valiano.
I ain't never act weird and jump ships or switch for shit. I was 16 with a click outside hitting licks, and I never go bad on my homies like a little bitch.
I love that because Vel, when we met him, was actually just a janky ass 16-year-old kid hanging out at the skate park riding bikes, and then the only reason why we ever like had anything to do with him was because he would be selling us alcohol. He would just have mad bottles of alcohol, right? So he'd be like coming up to us at the skate park and shit, be like, yo, you want this bottle of Jack Daniels? I got it for $20 and it's like a $50 bottle or whatever. And we'd be like, yeah, that's a fucking great deal. Sure. And then we start to realize like he's going to CVS on a regular basis, walking out of there with bottles like multiple times a day. That's how he's, and then you start to feel like, oh, this is kind of fucked up. I'm like incentivizing this kid to go steal from the store. But then there was one time he's at CVS and the manager comes up and confronts him while he's stealing a bottle. And so he just knocks the motherfucker out and then rides his bike to our house, fucking runs up in the crib, hides his bike, and is like, yo, the cops are looking for me. And and we would have like, 10 dudes just hanging out, smoking and drinking like all day, every day at our house. And fucking the cops like come through like hella slow, like looking at us, just staring at us and shit. And like, we're like, everybody's out on the porch, like just looking at the cops, like what the fuck? And the cops were definitely looking for Vel. So when he says I was 16 with the click hitting licks, I'm like, that's my boy. I definitely met him when he was being a fucking.
He recorded that pretty like efficiently too. I was actually shocked.
Yeah.
The cool thing is also like
he's been waiting his whole life to rap.
He ain't never. He's always. It seemed like of all of the friends that you've had since you moved out to LA, he's been one of the longest lasting friendships, and just like
it's true.
Was there before No Jumper was really
gang shit.
even conceived. Yeah, he's A1 since day one for real. So it's dope for Belly.
You think that's a little Yuri shot?
Could be.
Never go bad on my homies like a little bitch, because he was pretty tight with Yuri at one point.
Damn, that does sound.
I mean, like if you switch up, you switch up.
You know
what I'm saying?
Live Danny up on 7th Street, he spark shit.
And also, that's a moment where I never knew that. So when I met him, we always had this kid Day with him, and oh my god, there's old come up BMX vlogs of like me and Vel and Day hanging out and shit. And Day, like, I always knew he was sketchy as fuck, but I didn't know that he was actually letting his gun go. And
on 7th Street, he was sparking shit.
I mean, Vel kind of like there's actually like a shooting in the newspaper that nobody knows, like, or the police blotter or whatever, and like nobody knows who did it. And now we've uncovered that through Vel's lyrics. He's like a real King Von. Like, his family is gonna find out that he was spraying shit.
On 7th Street.
And when I don't know if it was a CVS or a Walgreens or wherever he was getting these bottles from. Somebody's trying to check me about that. I don't know, bro.
Being very specific.
Get a bitch like a bar spin. Turned up, non-affiliate. Don't fuck with politics. BMX back, but I promise I am not a trick. I've been on some shit. Really, if they want to talk, the fucking white hoes ain't the only time I money hot. All up in they motherfucking face like a money shot.
Hey, you know it's Holus K. All these folks get molly wops.
Dumb. That shit was so fucking
so hard.
Can't believe y'all making me do this shit.
Just to fill in the blanks of what that means, Vel has a lot of videos out there, and I would love, dude, that fucking kid Cryptic.
Yeah.
He had a fucking vlog or like a compilation that he made at one point of Vel just like talking hot shit, because like there's all these videos of Vel just drunk as fuck, just like looking for a fight. I want to see that video so bad.
Is that like an old like No Jumper, like an old 2017 era No Jumper video?
No,
but like a thing that happened outside.
It was that one clip. Yeah, that's like 2017. There was some kids from Washington or some shit, some random black kid that was like popping shit and kind of talking tough and like kind of being disrespectful, and like we're all sort of like around him and shit. And then he ended up saying something that Vel didn't like, and Vel just squared up with him and just punched on his ass.
Remember Phil beating up the guy? No Jumper store too. Like that was like a classic clip from back
day one.
Yeah.
Phil was the bigger guy, right?
Yeah.
You beat the fuck out of that kid on the first day that we ever had the store. I got in my car from Arizona because I was at BMX Pro Brian Kaczynski's wedding. I drive 6 hours or whatever from Arizona. I park my car, I walk up, and that's what I see.
I didn't realize that was the first day the store opened.
Oh, yeah. And bro, that dude escaped from an ambulance. No, I'm not kidding. He had like these like, you know, the like suction cup type things on his chest and shit. Yeah. Like he like jumped out of a ambulance, runs into the front of the store, kind of starts touching the product and like taking shit where people like start tripping on him, whatever. And then he goes into the back of the store. He tries to just grab a bike and dip out. And like everybody just starts whooping his ass and shit. Like so many people fighting this fool. And then there's like a lady who lives on the other side of the alley in back. She starts freaking out because everybody's beating this guy's ass. So the people end up getting off of him. The dude immediately goes into her garage and starts trying to steal shit out of her garage. And then all of a sudden her husband is fighting the guy too.
Oh wow! So this is a whole neighborhood affair.
I mean, it started with her being like furious that they were beating this guy up, and then the guy steals from her, and now her husband's in on it.
That's lit. That's Melrose?
Yeah, on Melrose. It was crazy, bro. The people who live on the other side of that alley hated us deeply.
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah.
The fact that
that's how it started.
That wasn't like a premeditated, like calculated thing. That dude literally was just playing GTA essentially with his real body, and just like ran into a store to try to.
Oh, I remember that. Wait, was that the same guy that crashed into the store? And was like,
that was another thing.
Oh, some other. Okay.
That was like this crazy kid talking shit online.
I saw it.
And then he like drove his car into the store really slowly. And like my mentality, well, he didn't like fuck anything up. He just like drove it into the store Wait a minute, I gotta.
Dude, that was one of the fire videos I seen from like the No Jumper. Like that was like what 2017, 18. Like
yeah,
dude, he was like, "Cause I can, I could do it, cause I can."
Oh yeah.
This is a separate thing.
Why pop up?
Lush crashed into the No Jumper building in a drunken rage. Wait, yeah. Look at this.
Oh yeah, bro, this video is insane.
This is it. Lunatic tries to drive into the On Some Shit and No Jumper store. As you can see, he didn't really like make it that close to this. I think he like, I don't think his like back wheels made it up the curb. So I don't think he actually like hit the store. Either way, this was a very upsetting vlog for me, because this is when I kind of realized that like, because this is something that I would have wanted to keep under wraps and not talk about. Like, oh, somebody's trying to get attention by like trying to drive their car into the store. We probably shouldn't like promote that because that's bad.
Right.
And then this guy who was working with me at the time made a whole vlog about it. And like it was out before I even knew about this happening.
But this fool's driving Sadies into the building?
No, it's a Beamer, I think.
Oh, is it?
Still. No, I could be tripping.
Sadies. Who are you?
Still.
All right, here's the Brandon verse.
Look. Thought I had an op, but then he went PC. All up in his feelings, cause I call it like.
Notice how we're not like standing next to him and singing along.
Playing seeds while you was
Nobody really wanted this smoke.
TTFD, don't you know
I'm like looking away.
Acting like you him gonna have him singing hymns. Right. Hand to the Bible. I'm a man with a rifle.
He had the shortest verse.
About to see the Eiffel.
And the short.
I'm not gonna,
too.
It sounded good.
He had the shortest shorts.
Gucci Bear.
You know, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think I realized how hard it is being morbidly obese until I saw Brandon filming that Cypher, because every second that he wasn't rapping into the camera or being in the video, he's like taking his shirt off, standing next to the fan, and he's like, it was like he is fat enough that it is very inconvenient.
It was hot that day too.
It was outrageously hot. I was dying and I was basically wearing a t-shirt, but yeah, that was definitely eye-opening in terms of just how difficult it must be to be walking around with that much lard on you. No offense, Brandon, I'm just being real.
Brandon probably lost 5 pounds that day just from standing outside. Like,
yeah, it's like the equivalent of like a normal person going in the sauna.
It's just like evaporating in the sun.
Yeah, I mean, think about how like you feel and then picture just wearing like a big blubber vest.
That fool just like appears like a fucking like genie in the desert. You feel me? Out of nowhere, he's like a mirage.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to hear more from Brandon rapping.
I'm not gonna lie, I think he did his thing. You feel me? Obviously, like you said, we wasn't gonna stand behind the part dissing Suspect, but
yeah, nobody was really standing next to him when he was rapping about Suspect. But I mean, to be real, I kind of like Brandon the rapper more than Brandon the political conversationalist. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that assessment. I think he definitely, like, you could tell he's rapped at some point.
You think?
I feel like
it sounded good. I don't know if somebody helped him write it or what, but
no, he wrote that himself.
Dude, he literally, he wrote it himself. He was like, look, I'm not punching in. I'm a rapper. And he of course, he had to bring up Suspect. See, I'm not like Suspect. I need to punch in.
What is TTFD?
Twin Tower Fake Ducky.
Oh, okay.
TTFD.
I love how he had to include like, I can't believe y'all making me do this. Like, you made me diss Suspect on this song. I didn't do this because I was really, really excited about doing it.
That was like his 5th take doing it too. That little intro.
You made me. I think what he was saying is you're making me do the Cypher. I can't believe you're making me rap.
I know, but it's like then he proceeds to just rap about Suspect, and he seems pretty overjoyed to be doing it. So
he was psyched.
Yeah, that was pretty funny to me right there.
It was also funny is, this fool is talking about Suspect being in PC, right? But his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu accolades are low-key considered in PC as well. He's like in PC MMA.
Okay, I personally think that the narratives about his black belt being up for debate are sketchy. From what I saw, the claims that are being made are basically like, there are fake black belts being issued, or black belts that basically don't necessarily say that you're an elite jiu-jitsuist. I don't think there's anything to indicate that his gym or his sensei or whatever the fuck it is that he got his black belt from. I don't see any reason to believe that his is not in any way valid.
No, I mean, like, this fool is competing in like, I think one of the competitions he won was in fucking Dubai. Like, he's going all across the world. Like, there's obviously some credence and credit. I don't know shit about.
I didn't watch his response to the video that you're speaking of, but I think that what we need is we need to do a real deep dive. We need to actually do like an undercover operation at his jiu-jitsu school.
Is that like stolen valor if you fake that shit?
Fuck yeah, it is.
You need to attend classes for like a year so we can really have like hidden camera footage of, you know, we need to Project Veritas it.
It's basically the same way they tried to do Tariq Nasheed, you feel me, and verify his museum. You feel me? We're going to verify it's only right.
I'm saying, yeah. I mean, it would be a crime if we didn't turn up every last stone.
Got to get to the bottom of this.
In terms of figuring out the black belt.
You know what's the first thing Brandon told me when he met me?
What?
The first thing Brandon told me was I dapped him up. He's like, damn, you even dap like a Mexican. That's the first thing he told me. Are you serious? That's the first thing he told me. I was like, bro, you don't even know my name.
He's so tight.
Brandon, there are few people as focused on one thing than him and Race.
Yeah.
And he will say, Adam, you don't understand. My people were brought here. I get it, for sure. But I just have never met anybody with a one-track mind like that. That's probably how people feel about me when it comes to sex.
That's a better thing to be. It's a way better thing to be, to me at least. Shit. What do you feel like? Okay, because something was brought up amongst our, you know, our squad today.
Sure.
About the possibility of having a pod with Brandon and Suspect again together. Do you think that there's ever a chance of them being in a room together and it not being explosive and then being able to have an exchange that's worth watching? Or is that just like not a retarded thing to even try to attempt?
I just think that, like, okay, it's already been made clear. The last 2 times that they've been on camera together, they basically tried to fight each other. We have no reason to believe that it wouldn't go the same way next time.
Yeah.
And even beyond that, at least one person has proven that they're capable of spitting and attempting to stab the other person.
Well,
if anything, relations are worse now. There's been nothing that has happened that has made us think that this has gone in a positive direction in any way. And we already know that they, you know, tend to like argue in a style that is not really even listenable, since, you know, Brandon tends to just like talk for like 15-minute blocks, and if you interrupt him, he tells you
these are the facts.
Yeah, you know, he'll if you interrupt him at all, he'll tell you that you're not letting him talk.
Yeah.
And then Suspect, meanwhile, will just keep repeating himself over and over and over while you talk.
I think Suspect is more down to like have a I think he's willing to put it down more than Brandon is at this point, I feel like.
Well, first of all, the biggest issue in my view of this is that Suspect is currently fighting a case, right? He's out on bail.
That's true.
So if something were to go left, there could be potentially really bad ramifications, consequences.
A lot of people in our orbit have home streaming setups where they can tap in and we can do a Discord call and we don't have to be in the same room. Just watched Taylor Swift do, you know, arguably probably like one of the biggest podcasts of all time, and it was done remotely and they didn't seem to have any problem. I just watched Anthony Fantano interview some homosexual Taylor Swift fan for like an hour, and they had perfect symmetry and they were able to speak to each other without missing a beat. You know, it was very smooth. I don't see why we can't do the same thing in terms of bringing people together on the podcast who might otherwise have issues being around each other. We could probably do a lot more content if we're willing to do stuff remotely. My only problem is that it's like, I don't want to like have Brandon here and then have Suspect be on his iPhone and it's breaking up in his yard or whatever. You know, it's like, I would want him to actually go like to, you know, like Flacco has like a good streaming setup, or any, like we have so many people that we know who like, do you have like a proper setup? Yeah. Like we could just like be like, yo, Suspect, you go to his house, because this is my thing. I would want to hear Brandon goes for 3 minutes, Suspect goes for 3 minutes, and their mic is turned off in between. because otherwise they're just going to scream over each other and it's fucking pointless. But if we do that, I think it will actually be a way better conversation than if they're in front of each other, because I mean, Suspect's just going to yell over him the whole time.
Yeah, I think the mute
and Brandon's
button,
just going to filibuster.
Well, yeah, in this instance, the mute button might actually be served really well.
Yeah.
But the point is, like, what are they even discussing at this point? What's the
exactly
point? Like, what's like what's the debate?
That's the pointless thing, is because okay, Brandon, you have 3 minutes. Suspect, you are a bitch. Now let me tell you why you're a bitch.
Right?
Like, why would anybody want to see that? Like, that's just pointless. Like, it's interesting watching that kind of argument, like when it first pops up. But like, how are we gonna like try to mandate a serious debate for them to tell each other that they're bitches?
I think that storyline ran its course already. I think it's already at the conclusion of it, and I feel like I don't know. They could just talk about
it pretty much has, unless they were gonna turn the corner and be able to coexist. That'd be the only thing. About, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna let you guys talk to each other for the next 2 minutes while I take a piss. I'll be right back.
Yo, shout out to the chat. You're watching the No Jumper Show. Sex talking like Iggy Azalea. No Jumper Show.
Sure. I'm not gonna lie. Like at the end of the day, like I think that all the race. Okay, so in battle rap right now, this is a big thing going on. A few days ago, there was an event. I believe it was in Detroit, and I think Toys Battle Rap League is the name of the league that threw it. I'm pretty sure, I could be confused, but there's a battle with a guy named Quest McCody, good friend of mine, legendary battle rapper from Detroit, and a guy named Mike Swift, another friend of mine, and he is legendary rapper and / media personality from the Philippines, but he's actually originally like from New York. Like he grew up in Brooklyn. But he's Filipino.
Got it.
In the battle, he says the N-word. Not a hard R, you feel me, to Quest. Quest wasn't feeling it, checks him on it. It became like, you feel me? Like
Quest is
a black dude. Quest is a black dude. He wasn't feeling it. Now, this sounds pretty normal thus far, right? Here's where the actual like story and the topic comes into play. Thousands of fans are now arguing in the comment section, and it's becoming essentially a race war between the Filipino / Pacific Islander fans and the black fans of American black fans of battle rap. And it's crazy because you might not know this, but the Philippines is one of the biggest audiences for battle rap in the world. It's huge.
I can see that.
Millions and millions of people watch that. And so this is like, I just think that it's kind of crazy now.
So what's the whole beef?
Well, the whole thing is essentially like
he said the N-word.
Basically, and so basically, Quest stood on business about not feeling like he felt like he's being racially attacked or whatever. He's just like, he's not fucking with that. Now, like we've said a million times before, in California, like my first reaction is, damn, like I'm Southeast Asians / Pacific Islanders in California say the N-word as much or more than black people do out here. So it's not like a thing to me, but apparently that was a big deal. But now the reverse osmosis of it is there's like thousands of Filipinos in the comment section saying super racist shit about black people. I'm talking about some battle rap like thing that happened last weekend. So they're going back and forth. And I would just urge all the fans to don't get put in a trick bag and allow yourself to get racially divided by some bullshit, because at the end of the day, like, you know, Filipinos and black people fuck with each other heavy, and there's a lot of cultural overlays and love. And to me, just to see that and the frequency of these racial skirmishes that I in my life have never seen, you know, Filipinos and blacks beefing, you know, I lived in the Bay, LA, my whole life, never seen that. To see that is crazy.
But I'm sure that's not the first time a Filipino rapper has said the N-word.
No, that's kind of my point. It's not, but I guess like
totally normal.
It's totally normal. But bro, he's from Detroit, so I guess out there they're not used to other races using the N-word.
I feel like that, like being offended by non-black, non-white people saying the N-word thing is, everybody just turns that on and off when it's convenient to them. I see it all the time. Like
pretty much,
you'll see a black dude who will hear 15 Mexican people say the N-word and they don't care, and then there'll be one guy they don't like who says it or who looks too white. And they say it, and it's just like, oh, it's a big thing. I just think it's bullshit. Like, fucking, you got to be consistent if you're going to take that kind of stand, you know?
Yeah, as a Hispanic person, I can't tell black people whether or not to be offended. If they're offended, by all means, that's up to you. That's your discretion. But I feel like a lot of people, like especially non-Hispanics that say the N-word, when you tell them like don't say it, they get really defensive about it, and I don't know why.
But this is the problem though, like when people when the lack of cultural understanding becomes so blatant when you're talking about people that are from different countries and their whole like they speak a different language. Yeah. And that slang is still somehow infiltrated through hip hop culture, you know what I mean, being the window. And now it becomes like everyday slang for these people. But they're then, when they're told they can't say it, they're attacking black people, which is like, that right there is fucking insane. And, you know, I don't think this is the general consensus of the Filipino people. So I would never put that on. I love my Filipino people, some of my favorite people in the world. However, in this instance, like that's like a kind of disturbing reaction to see.
Yeah. All right. So enough of glazing the Filipinos.
You never had chicken adobo?
That's just fire, bro.
So fire.
You ever have Jollibee had them?
I have.
That's Filipino food shit.
So I had Popeyes last night, actually.
That shit fire too.
Which not related, but it's fried chicken. So, all right. Next after Brandon, we have
Joker ain't never been no trick, baby.
Stay up
Great
third.
game, great rag, thuggin' bitches, big babies. No, not always trip, baby. Without having me a slip, baby. White boy 22, yeah, that's my Slim Shady. And I'm 50 weights and they try to eat. I don't do fish, baby. Spell chicken with 2 C's, you know that I'm a crib, baby. Even though highball, that shit you did was big hating. I'ma still say it loud. Free that nigga brick, baby. I hope that nigga beat the feds. Cause one thing that he won't be is a nigga hands. When he meet the man, bullshit aside, free shit. And free Diddy. Just on some random shit. Niggas telling on the platform that's fake loyal. Unk 607 like niggas with baby oil. Threes and then he folded. And still I ain't been tested once, nigga. I've been goated.
Solid verse.
I love his verse.
Me too.
I think he killed it. And I just love the idea of getting on a free Brick Cypher and proceeding to diss Brick.
That's the most Brick thing you could do.
That's hilarious.
He had some shit to get off though, because that was the whole thing, right? Wasn't that like a whole storyline here?
Well, yeah, because
it went unresolved because he got locked up.
Exactly. I believe Brick's exact quote was like, "Who the fuck is Tay Third to be?" Like Brick was popping it.
Brick had a few different like anti-Long Beach sentiments.
I remember, yeah.
Which you didn't really see that coming, but you're kind of like, oh, okay. You're from South Central, so you think you're better than everybody from Long Beach.
Well, also like I think before Long Rest Gate, it wasn't an issue, but
right, that definitely hyped it up for sure. Yeah,
everything kind of was on the heels of that.
But was that before or after? Because
this was after. Yeah.
Oh, that makes
so after Long Rest Gate, you know, then we kind of have like Brandon starts pulling up, Viral Way starts pulling up, TF Third starts pulling up, and then it's kind of like,
after P Nice and D-Dub.
Right, but then okay, so you had Brick basically hating on Flacco for being low key from Long Beach, like basically kind of like glazing P Nice, and now he's bringing Viral, which is like kind of weird. That's like it's like Putin, it's like Trump being controlled by the Russians. That Flacco's like somehow in bed with Long Beach, and we don't really like know how.
They just keep popping up. You feel me?
I mean, it just like seems like he's like kind of determined to like do good for the city somehow. I don't know.
Because he was the first one to bring him on, right?
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm partial to Long Beach too. Like, I want to see Long Beach win because especially like you see people kind of throw shade at them and talk about them like they're weird or whatever, and you're kind of like, oh, I want to stand up for Long Beach. Well, not like our Long Beachers, but like Long Beach in general.
Well, everyone besides Brick, I guess that doesn't really count. That rapped on this beat is from Long Beach, Flacco included. Essentially,
there you go.
If you really think about it, like this is the Long Beach beat.
Definitely.
Vel too.
Even Vel, yeah.
So, oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's how I met Vel back in the day. It was the Long Beach thing.
But no, I think that without trying, Tayab did his thing on there. You feel me? He was just like, and I think
just dissing him on his Free Him song is just so fire.
And then the fucking pill diss, you feel me? He was like,
good.
TF kind of took more shots than besides that, Brandon than anyone.
I feel like he proved himself to be a company man on that verse because he's kind of like taking aim at everybody I don't like, which is
he had the saucy. I feel like he had the sauciest delivery too with the whole like
his delivery was hard.
Hey, look, it's not beef. We can run my hands, but I'm just kidding. It's a joke, free break. That shit was cool to me. I fuck with that.
Right, yeah, and even like the 607 Unk thing. 607 Unk 607 like N-words with baby oil.
Yeah.
It's a free break song. Who was 607 Unk oiling up?
King Pill. It was clearly King Pill, and now we know.
No, he was oiling up Brick.
Well,
but either way, all I'm saying is Brick, like
both of them.
Quote from Brick. I always think about this. Brick said that 607 Unk taught him how to buy views. So I always think that whenever I see a pill clip or a 607 Unk clip that like seems like it's doing a little bit too good and then like doesn't have that many comments or something, I'm like, okay.
You try to do whack crazy.
He just like crumbles a bunch of different herbs in his urn.
You
It's
seen
just like
what? He had the cash rolled up like he literally. I was watching this the other day. He had cash. He was on the phone with someone named Verb, I think.
Probably a Verb.
And then he was like, "Oh, he got this cash on the da-da-da." And then Verb was like, "Oh no, it's too late now, man. It's too late now." He had it in his cup, and then he was hiding the cup. And then Wack was like, "Oh, so now we hiding the cup. Now we hiding the cup." It was crazy. He was trying to do some voodoo shit on him. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I don't honestly. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
But like,
I think it just happened. Like,
so he had money in a cup and he was hiding the cup.
so he had cash in a cup rolled up like a joint. Like imagine if you like take it and you roll it up, and then Wack was on the phone with someone trying to tell him, "Oh no, if you get inside the room where you touch that cup, it's over." And he was like, "What do you mean?" And then Unk was like, "Oh, what are you trying to do?" And then Unk starts like lighting sage and shit. And then, yeah, you haven't seen this? It's crazy.
No. And I still don't understand why this is a thing, but sounds
no, but for
okay,
sure. But no, for basically this full 607 Unk does voodoo and rituals of that nature.
Okay. And I mean, hey, you can do a fucking spell on me. I'm not falling for your bullshit. I don't believe in none of that.
Hey,
I will walk under the ladder. I'll kick a fucking black cat halfway down the street.
I just don't get.
I don't give a fuck. I'll step on a crack. My mom's back won't break.
Why has there been anyone that's like had a falling out and left no jumper in the past year that's doing decent?
In the past year?
Yeah. I mean, we could probably even take it back.
I mean,
further,
who's left?
Dejan?
Like, no, Dejan's in the dirt. I don't know what the fuck DW Flame doing.
And that was over a year ago anyways.
It kind of feels like the Unk thing is losing steam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking
real.
about like Unk, Pill, you know what I'm saying?
Pill
All
is
these
down
things.
worse than anyone.
I mean, Faux Extra could obviously have a, like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that was the one thing I forgot to ask Chapel Ross about, is because from his perspective, he dropped like Faux Extra has been planning like, oh, I'm going to do a documentary. And then Chapel Ross kind of beat him to it and dropped a 4 Extra documentary, and it kind of went triple wood by his standards. It did like 200K, and he's like, kind of like, damn.
What do you think Kevin told him when he heard that verse?
Okay, we were talking about something.
Do you think that like?
I'm sorry, he needs the podcasting course. We got to give everybody the podcasting course, man.
Do you think that like that?
My bad.
Do you think that's also could be attributed to what he was just saying as far as him being like deprioritizing the algorithm or shadow banned or whatever? So just,
I mean, I also think August is weak as fuck. I think people are just like, I think like 20% of people are not online that would normally be online. Like, it's just, if it's at 100 in December or November or whatever, like the best months are, I just feel like August is the all-time worst month.
motherfuckers is outside living lives.
Yeah, and they're just not sitting around watching streams and podcasts in the same way. And I feel like I see that reflected in the numbers a lot. It's like COVID made everybody stay home, so everybody's numbers went crazy. The summer is like a little bit of COVID every year. You know, where it's like everybody, or actually it's anti-COVID. So like the winter is like COVID, like, you know, because everybody, you know, we forget that like most of the country is freezing cold.
Yeah, I think it's just also it's crazy. It's hard to equate things with when our roster has just had so many changes in the past year, it's hard to really like look at trends or know what to attribute to this or that, or like, because the aftermath of obviously like losing Brick is a huge detriment to the podcast, but then there is a huge infusion of views as a result of his subsequent incarceration, right? Like,
or what about when Flacco gets the lap band, and then we'll probably start to have a way bigger percentage of female viewers because he's about to be hot as fuck.
For the Love of Flacco reality show?
I mean, I just feel like Flacco is probably going to look so good that a lot of us are going to have a hard time keeping our hands off.
You might have to just touch that. You feel me?
For sure. Like, I think probably I could see myself spending a couple $100,000 on settlements towards Flacco once he has this surgery.
You should just send him it preemptively. Be like, this is like, you feel me?
Yeah, instead of like, I molest you and then you sue me.
Yeah.
I will give you $100,000 for X number of ass grabs and titty shakes and all the other things that I want to do to him.
Ain't gonna be no titties.
I'm going to. I don't want to do it right now, but I assume that I will want to.
He's been very vague about like the nature of his procedure. You might know more than me, like, but with me, he hasn't like told me exactly what he's got going on.
Stomach stapling, I think.
Okay, because
that's my guess.
Because I feel like that's not his primary issue. Or it might be. I'm not a fucking doctor.
I think it is because, well, I think,
dog, his thighs.
What?
Like his like legs and shit, like.
Not his stomach?
I think that's like probably a thing too, though.
So you don't know what the stomach staple surgery is?
No, I mean, gastric bypass.
It makes you eat less.
Right, I do. I understand that.
So it'll affect the rest of your body. Like you gain fat in your legs and the rest of your body the same way that you gain it. Like when it's called a stomach staple.
No, I understand that, but okay, but there's still there's so many different things that entails. Because first there's the removing of it's not just they like staple it. First they're gonna remove like a great deal of fat, right? Like it doesn't.
No, that's liposuction.
Oh, so there's no like.
No, they just go in. They like.
Okay.
From what I understand, they basically like put like a knot in your fucking stomach,
so you can't eat as much, and that's the only. So
I hung out with a girl when I was like 20 or some shit who had this surgery, who was very fat regardless of having the surgery. It was probably one of the fattest women I've ever had sex with. But either way, we went to Whataburger and like
threw that in casually.
Yeah, I still think about how gross that was and how weird it is that I actually fucked that girl. But
fire
Ricky. Ugh. But we went to Whataburger and I ate like a burger and fries. She ordered like the French toast sticks and tapped out before she finished one French toast stick. They're like this big. And it was like she's blaming it on the surgery. Maybe she had just gotten the surgery, so she didn't have enough time to like lose all the weight she was gonna have to lose eventually. But either way, like it was like she literally ate like 80 calories and was stuffed.
You was on your shallow Hal.
I had a family member who actually had the surgery, and like one time I did go out to eat with them, and she could only eat soups for like.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of that. That's why it's gonna be weird to see if it impacts. Well, I don't know if Flacco's getting this.
What if he doesn't get the lap band? He said
lap band. It's like the same thing, right?
I've asked him a bunch of times too because I'm curious. Like, bro, and last time he was saying the band.
Yeah, so they don't cut out your stomach. They put like a band, so it basically makes it much smaller.
Okay, but then when you start losing weight, if you're, and I don't know how much Flacco weighs, but if you lose a certain amount of weight, you just chill out, Tommy.
Tommy just laughing his ass off.
It's not even funny, dog. Like, when you lose this weight, you're gonna have just loose hanging skin that just like
that's
drags to the ground. Like
he's gonna have to cross that bridge at some point.
Okay, so that's kind of what I was like. So what's it?
But some people's skin surprisingly snaps back pretty well. But
not when it's over 100.
I think he's probably like, if he really wants to like look like Bandman Kevo, he's probably gonna have to get a lot of that.
That's what I'm saying. So this is like a multi-faceted procedure. It's not just gonna be.
Do you ever see a person who's so fat that like when they lift their arm that they lose weight, but so like the skin hangs down, and they look like a bat.
You can fly with it.
It's just like a flap of skin that like hangs down hella far. I hope he doesn't become a bat.
Like a flying squirrel. Like,
bro, what if you see Flacco one day, next day just comes in like Batman Kevo abs, like next day, like
that's what we're hoping for.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like, I've seen how powerful Ozempic is, and it basically has the same effect, which is that it makes you want to eat a lot less. And like the ultimate thing that happens with the lap band or whatever is that it just makes it so you can't eat that much. Like, you can't eat that much. But like, meanwhile, to me, I would way rather take this drug that, from what I could tell, has like very minimal side effects, and just try that for a couple months rather than just going all the way to surgery.
Did an invasive procedure?
Yeah, where they fucking cut your ass open. Because I'm gonna be,
that could kill you.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think Flacco has the self-control to eat a restrictive diet. I would almost kind of say the same thing about myself in a way, because I feel like there's just a level of losing weight that I just like don't seem to be able to summon the will to like lose 20 or 30 pounds, which I feel like I should be right now. But with Flacco, like the whole time I've known him, he's basically been telling me about some new diet that he's going to try, or how he's going to lose weight, or how he's going to work out 3 hours a day doing this and that. Donnie's laughing his ass off. Like, I feel like you've been the shoulder, like you've heard a lot of this from him over the years.
I've heard it all.
He's heard it all.
And I challenge him on everything too, because I'm like, bro, I've told him the whole time, get Adam's meal prep plan and go to the gym like a motherfucker. That's all you need.
Yeah.
And you don't want to hear it because he orders Popeyes and orders all
No,
this
but
shit.
he don't though, for real.
No,
Like,
when I was in here having a conversation with him about losing weight the other day, he had a fucking box of fried chicken in front of him.
For real?
It was probably like 12 pieces of it. I thought it was like there were like at least 4 big ass pieces of fried chicken that were going to waste. I ended up eating a few of them because the box was just sitting there staring back at me.
See, that's funny because when Flacco's here, I normally see him ordering like poke. Like, I'm not gonna say it's like the most healthiest meals, but I don't see him getting McDonald's or Jack or fried chicken and shit like that. I
feel like usually when I see him eating food, it's pretty bad. I
think to me the most frightening thing about Flacco is the 2 liter of cranberry juice. He was just like like a girl with a yeast infection, just chugging like.
That was like back in the day too, right?
Yeah.
Coming in with that, and I remember having to kind of tell him, like, that is a huge bottle of sugar. Like, that is so many calories. If I was doing like a weight gain challenge, I would be chugging cranberry. You know, it's like, this is not, you can't be living like that. But I mean, the thing about Flacco too is just that, like, there's been a couple different times where he told me about a workout program that he was about to embark on. And it's like, oh, I'm going to drive to the IE and I'm going to do an 1.5 hour workout with this guy. And then I'm going to drive to Long Beach and do a 2 hour workout with this guy. And I'm like, number one.
He stops to 3 drive-throughs all the way.
No, it's like, if you want to get yourself doing a consistent diet or a consistent workout plan, you need to make it as easy on yourself as possible. At least at the beginning, like, try to work out 1 hour, even 1 hour a day is a lot for a lot of people. Try to work out 4 times a week for an hour, and then make some like relatively easy changes to your diet, and you'll start losing weight, dude.
No, for sure. I've started working out like a week and change ago, and I feel incredibly better. And that shit, bro, 100% of the time after you work out, you're never gonna feel worse.
Oh yeah,
you're never gonna leave the gym and be like, oh man, I regret doing that. Like,
oh
ever.
dude, like when I think about if I hadn't been working out with a trainer like every weekday morning for like the past 7 years, I would probably be in such worse shape. I know people give me a hard time, like, oh, you're out of shape or whatever. But like, bro, imagine what I would look like if I hadn't been lifting weights and trading and shit for the past 7 years. And like, also just my mental state, like the boost in like how tough you feel and how ready to take on the world you feel when you work out in the morning, bro. Like, especially when you kind of feel like you're sort of on the edge of like getting into like a depressed state. You know, many of us kind of have the ability to sort of just like worry yourself into like feeling like shit. And I feel like that is so like held at bay by consistently working out. Like, if I'm not 100%. Working out, I'm much more likely to like sink into a bad place mentally.
Also, not eating too bad too early.
Yeah. Especially starting the day eating good, I think is super important. Yeah.
Or like, to me, like, I know like I've come to terms with my lifestyle. I've been living this way for so many years. I'm going to do things that are bad for me. I'm going to I sit down and talk for hours. You feel me? Then I go to studios and I fucking talk some more. You feel me? Like I'm going to be eating the food that's not the best for me a lot of the time. Probably going to be fucking smoking. Might even take drugs. You feel me? Considerable amount of the time. And I drink. Can I at least do something? If I could dedicate a half hour every day to just going hard, you feel me? That's gonna, I feel a significant difference. Now I could even consume more drugs. No, I'm just like,
No, but would you say, I personally think that when I work out in the morning and I've been eating healthy throughout the day, that it's you have to like get past a hump to start doing things that are bad for you. Like when I'm in here and a rapper tries to give me a bottle of liquor at like 1 or 2 p.m. and like my whole day prior to that has been like work out, eat healthy, work, answer emails, do things I'm like not really dying to do, you know, do a podcast. I'm excited to do the podcast always, but like, I don't know. It's like, it's just so hard for me to like grasp like, oh, he thinks it's totally normal to like take on a very unhealthy habit so early in the day. Like for me, once you've made some positive decisions, it's hard to start making bad decisions. So usually that's why it's like 9 p.m. before I'll like eat ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, like the more, and then eventually it's like, damn, it's 9 p.m.
Maybe I should just keep this going throughout for the rest of the day. Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I know I'm trying to, the best I could do, at least if I'm being honest with myself and self-aware, is let me offset some of the damage I know I'm inevitably going to do. Just being Lush one out here in these streets.
Buzzball and crack pipe intermittent fasting.
You dig.
That's what someone said. I can't actually change the screen so that we could watch Flacco's verse right now. So instead I'm going to read Dono's. You guys didn't read any of these, did you?
No.
Oh, wait, didn't I started reading them and then I forgot. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Guap. Been a member for 3 months. He says, shout out to Mikey. He is an all-star. And then Rocco said, Apex 3400, hardest out. If you know, you know. Y'all got to tap in. Okay?
Hell yeah, that's right.
Zaywap has been a member for 34 months, which might be our longest member. He said W Monday show.
That's right.
RGBTE TV said, Mikey, tell Adam how bad he messed up letting me go. This is Ricky Gilliam, big white boy from the stream.
Oh, Ricky was hard.
Shout out to Ricky.
I fucked with Ricky.
Ricky was cool. You got to pull back up sometime, Ricky. We got a spot for you on the news if you want to come hang out and make another impression on the chat. Adam said, Lush had the best verse in the Cypher. Also, when his Ugly Money coming back, he was really talented. Yeah, I actually told him recently, I'm like, yo, you got to fly out here. Let's do some more pods. So definitely would like to have him come back in the near future.
Yeah.
No sent $10 and said, Adam, my brother hates No Jumper. His name is Jaden. Call him a bitch, please. He talks so much shit, even though I've been watching since 2015 or 2016. He's just as bad as Fig Immunity, but I have to live with him. Wow.
Ooh. That's a dumb
Let me say this unequivocally. Jaden, you are a bitch. You have been influenced by bitches, and you remind your brother of other bitches. Bitches. So, Jaden, honestly, suck a dick.
Want to know how I know Jaden is a gay ass bitch? Because he got the fucking same name as Jaden Smith. Ooh. Fuck out of here, fool.
I'm already considering that people are going to clip that out of context and send it to, to Blueface's girl.
Yeah.
Or any Jaden, really.
Yeah, or is Jaden Smith Blueface's girl?
You think he's been locked up long enough that he's fiending for...
Things can happen.
Get out of here. Ever since I've seen him doing that split, I don't know.
I like how Mama Blueface had to hop in the comments and clarify, that's not my son Jonathan's hands. He's got tats on him.
I remember looking at it and just thinking, like, he looks like a panther.
He's springing into action.
It was weird, right?
Leaping.
Okay. Continuing on, Lush, you wore the Cramp shirt last week. Do you listen to them?
Yeah, I've been fucking with the Cramp since the 90s. I saw them live in 99. That fool Lux actually got butt ass naked at the show. I was like, damn, this is like super punk rock. The whole Teenage Werewolf album, Goo Goo Muck album. Yeah, Cramps go crazy.
I'm gonna be real. I've never listened to the Cramps. I don't think. Maybe on some punk playlists over the years, but
rockabilly / punk fusion.
Yesterday, I held my piss for so long while I was playing poker that I started to get a cramp, and that it hurt very badly. I haven't had that like almost ever in my whole life.
I'm not playing about my urinary or any type of systems down in this motherfucker, bro.
I had a girlfriend that told me if you're a guy and you just think about sex, it'll like make you not want to pee as much. I don't know if that's true.
For real?
I tried it low key. I don't know. I didn't think it worked.
Bro, like hosting battle rap events and having to stand in the same place and not move for hours on end, and then I've had to literally train myself to become a camel and just retain water and not have to.
That's why I think Trump wears a diaper.
I'm pretty sure it is. He just leaks just all through multiple orifices.
Yeah, because I mean, if you are in any kind of situation like where you're like drinking a significant amount of water, and that's my thing too, is if I'm talking, I start drinking water. Like I just need to like wet my mouth. Pause. Okay, I'm gonna keep going here. Tell that Mexican, Ronald Alfaro, tell that Mexican on the right to go cut some grass. He's singing of the podcast. We already have a white Mexican, Lush. We don't need two. I think, but that was probably for Mikey, right? Or
that could be Mikey or Steven.
Or it could have been Steven, yeah.
Either one of them.
Our rotating Edgar.
Rotating Rasa.
Panel.
Rotating Rasa cast.
This dollar tree ass comparator gotta go. Kid Murray said, old man Adam, can you go have a conversation with the Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson? I'm gonna be real. I feel like I'm good. You guys know about him?
No.
Yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You don't know Jesse Lee Peterson?
Nah.
He's like a super based black guy.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that is the most positive description of him I could ever imagine.
In short words. Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Jesse Lee Peterson. He's hilarious. I love watching like other people's clips, or I watch like Destiny on there and like a few other people, but probably not gonna go on there myself. The Hope Fiend next door sent $5, said, Lush, can you shout out my wife Lindsay for being the most loving and amazing woman I could ever ask for? Also shout out to you, play a partner BBL Lush Uno.
You feel me? Hey, you already know. Making mincemeat, nothing but buzz balls in my kidney. Hopping off of this like Veil upon a 10-speed. Shout out to my motherfucking homegirl Lindsay. Yo, play upon a BBL Lush Uno. What's Gucci? Yeah, that's your $5 well spent.
You just wanted a shout out, not like a series of raps.
So that's how I do it. That's like a shout out.
That's what he does, man. That's Uno.
That was outrageous. All right, I'm going to, we're almost done this, and this has taken so long that I'm almost like not. We've been on for 3.5 hours. So I'm probably not going to talk about any of the other topics that we have lined up, even though some of them are pretty good. But what?
A whole other show tomorrow for people to discuss.
There's a whole other show tomorrow at 4 p.m. that I will not be on, but all the other people will be here. So it'll be great. Let's listen to Flacco, even though I've said this before. I can't really tell what he's saying on like half of those bars.
I'm fucking with Flacco.
There's just a bunch of bars. I don't know what he's saying, dude.
Bitch, I feel like Greedo, one of them niggas try to end him. Killers on my body, love the drama, I ain't tripping. Only had my pistols when them cholos try to end me. I was down bad, it wasn't funny, they was laughing. Went and got a bag, I don't hear him, what happened? All my ops is fags, they ain't rich and they ain't trapping. How your
Wait, what was that B-roll?
Which one?
It says all my ops are FAGS. They ain't rich and they ain't trapping.
I believe that's the
facts. They ain't rich and they
alleged screenshot or whatever thing that like he tried to
grinder on his
Wait,
phone.
really? Is it really that? How is it that? Like, what is?
When I got a bag, I don't hear him. What happened? All my ops is facts. They ain't rich and
like, what is that? I have no fucking clue.
No, it's not.
Trapping. How your homie died? You ain't slide, you ain't chin. All on no jumper, 1 hour straight ranting. Bitch, I'm from the Biddy. If it's war, don't end me.
How is he from the Biddy?
He's from the Biddy, fool.
What Biddy is he from?
The land. Feed on land.
I think he said rattin', not rantin'.
He did say
straight rattin'.
Straight all on.
I think he said rantin'.
No, really?
Yeah, straight
rantin'.
rantin'. Yeah, he said rantin'.
I could be tripping.
Okay. None of Flacco's ops are richer than him. That's true. He definitely. I don't know.
up.
When he says he's a millionaire, like I actually believe that lifetime he's probably made more than $1 million on YouTube. Maybe
that's not what defines a millionaire.
I know. But that's what I'm saying. That's like minus life expenses and shit. But I also would say that like
because I'm a millionaire, but that's the case. I'm not.
Flacco spends no money, right? Like he doesn't. Like what does he? Women apparently is his vice.
He's been spending money on like cars, food, clothes.
I don't even know what he drives. I have no idea.
He got a nice whip.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he doesn't buy clothes, does he?
Yes.
He does. He comes like Balenciaga.
Yeah, full of
real?
gallery and Valencia.
I feel like he's always wearing merch that people give him.
Both. But he for sure be having some wavy shit like that he spends money on. Like,
okay.
But like I think that Flacco definitely has money, but for all we know, Rich Trapper could be a rich trapper. Rich Trapper could be dumbass up.
I mean, calling yourself Rich Trapper is kind of crazy, especially when you get like 500 views per video, because it's like, it really necessitates you being rich from something outside of YouTube.
He didn't say Rich Tuber.
There's nothing about Rich Trapper that really tells you that he's rich.
He got the chains.
Does he?
He'd be having the chains.
Are they like rich chains? I haven't noticed.
I think he said like 10. I think he said like 10K or 50K on my neck. He said something like that. So.
Yeah, right. All right, here we go.
I told my hood business. I was one deep, 100 ops, and still chunking.
Is he dissing the Mexicans like this whole time?
He did.
One deep, 100 ops.
He did this. He did this.
He's talking about when they pulled up on him.
Yeah, that was. He said something.
And still chunking. What is he chunking?
Chunking up the fucking hood, still fighting. Still
chunking up North Dakota.
East Side Fargo Unicorns.
Some niggas rats, they the ops and they the witness. Killers on my body, I don't fear them. What's hitting? Just them niggas who dead homies. They go.
This was his idea, by the way.
Yeah, he wanted a quantity drop in the beat.
No bill, we ain't acting. Free my nigga Bubba doing 30. He was tread.
Who is Bubba and why is he doing 30?
You should call Flacco.
That's the number one thing I need to know from watching.
But if you just invented a person,
I mean, who's Bubba and why did he get 30? Wouldn't you think you would have heard about that? Normally, like, what do you get 30 years for? A murder?
It's a lot.
A series of armed robberies? Probably not like going to give you 30 years, right?
Did Flacco chat GPT this verse and like have it like invent an imaginary?
I don't know. I mean, that is something that. But ChatGPT wouldn't do that to you.
Full disclaimer, though, again, he did do that in one take.
Look. I honestly, I'm not gonna front. I really,
Free Bubba.
Free Bubba for real. I actually is one of my favorite verses for sure. I think Flacco did this.
It left me with a lot of questions though. Bubba doing 30.
The biddy, Bubba.
Bitch, I'm from the biddy.
Still chunking.
He's chunking something, man. All right, here we go.
Brody made it flip. No joke. It was just.
And also just like what was Bubba doing he was tripping. Like he was tripping and he got 30 years. Like tripping like I mean, I guess he killed somebody who was tripping so hard, right?
He pleaded down to second degree. I don't know.
Man. Free Bubba.
Bubba's Kanye West's cousin.
Somebody got shot. What you talking about, Willis? Mr. AK-47?
What you talking about, Willis?
You might as well sit on the stand and say you did it, huh? I be gone to November, another summer in the cell, but nigga ain't shit changed. What's the option? Fuck 12, nothing to a lie. Pray the judge got this fell until my bitch do her job. Send that ass to the mail. Send that cash to the cell. I know that pussy for the street, but I'ma sit back and beat me while she bleed me. Close the curtain on the Maybach. I'm off this fine scene. I might just stab me a nigga over some ice cream. Put the blinkers to his face like Spike Lee. Do the right thing. Okay, look, these niggas never in the field yelling about the fake kills. These niggas fire alarm, baby. I'm talking about fake drills. I might just take him out the game with some loud as some fake pills. We in the feds running phase like we get a state field. This logic body got me on one. Chopstick, look at my blues. I'm trying to post something. Tell loose, I need a fade and Brody don't want. Oh yeah, still fuck Agent Whack. Devil, I want. Who wants some? Mr. Walk down, let me know some. Make the Johnny pull the chunk out, but I ain't got no jumper. Big old dick in the clock. I call it Jason Lever. They tough, that niggas die hard. I call them Danny Glover. Free the game.
Okay, Brick.
Sheesh.
Nice.
Free the brick. Anyway,
I like how Flacco's accent, like in times like the accent he was using, it almost was like Iggy Azalea-ish. Like,
oh yeah,
like
that's the vibe.
Champion. Like,
I know. It's like I feel like that's why it's hard for me to tell what word he's trying to say sometimes because he's just throwing this weird little piece of flair on it.
Well, it's swag, but it was fire. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was it
was good.
A little Gucci bop and Brick. There's definitely a challenge trying to because he didn't like rap to a beat. So
Like, they try to slip it in there. Yo, but okay, this is the one thing I want to say before we close up here. How is Pun not gonna fight Brandon? Like, why is it everybody's always talking about how tough they are, and then there's always a guy who's like, okay, let's fight in a pre-established location or something, and then everybody always acts like that's like the most heinous idea, like that would be so impossible. And it's just like, bruh, like how, like, I mean, okay, number one, Pun knows that Brandon's gonna fuck him up.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if it was me,
let's just state the obvious.
Let's say if it was someone like me that made that call.
I know that
motherfuckers will be at the gym in 20 minutes. It's because he doesn't want to fight Brandon. That all, you know what I mean? Is he's selective and being choosy. Fools are tough until someone that can beat them.
I mean, yeah, let's be real. Pun is a big dude, but he's like 50. I mean, he's probably like 45 or some shit. I don't know, but I would say he gets like almost no physical exercise. And for sure, he's not training martial arts in any way. I would assume his last fade was probably a long ass. I wouldn't be surprised if like he packed somebody out like with the homies or whatever. I'm sure him and Ace Boy Rios probably packed out a couple of people over the years, right?
Locked people in cages or some shit, like,
you know, and that takes skill in some way. Yeah, that is to be applauded. But I mean, Brandon on a weekly basis is training to have the strength, the cardio, and the technique to be able to fuck somebody up. I'm pretty sure Brandon is doing like martial arts and jiu-jitsu. So if this fight goes to the ground, you are done. They're 100% done. Even like you could be on top of Brandon. I don't know if y'all know, but in jiu-jitsu, this is how it works. Sometimes you start in a position like when you're on top. You could definitely be on top, the most advantageous position possible, side control, whatever, and Brandon's going to choke you out for sure. Standing, okay, you are a lot bigger than Brandon. Granted, that gives you some kind of advantage, but this is a person who consistently has been training martial arts for a long time. There's no way that Pun could possibly think that he would be able to do well against Brandon. The only reason why he's turning it down, and it's like you kind of seen his thought process, because like they went on stream today wearing like I seen in the Reddit they were wearing gis.
Oh, okay.
So like they went and got gis from a jiu-jitsu school or something so that they could make fun of it. It's like Pun knows he has to respond with humor.
Yeah.
Because Brandon would clearly whoop his ass, but like, you know, it's been pointed out by a lot of people that like he was conveying a very different character when he saw Deso Dub that day.
No, for sure. But is Slayer, if that had gone on the ground, would Slayer have got his ass whooped?
I mean, I think Brandon would have eventually submitted him.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that being said, a jiu-jitsuist is very much like at a disadvantage when they have big ass boxing gloves on their hands. Although I guess they would have just came off at some point.
How tall is Pun?
I don't know.
6'1", maybe.
You think? You know he's taller than me?
Oh, is he? He might be taller. I don't know. Sometimes when people are so like fat, it makes them look shorter. Like,
because even though he's tall, like I feel like if you're old and out of shape, you're kind of like cooked. Either way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what basis does he have on thinking that he would even? Yeah. But he's not saying I could whoop your ass. Oh, he's actually turning it down. He's just like not. He's like, no, I'm just gonna like make a bunch of jokes instead.
But I also get Pun not wanting to fight Brandon, and it's kind of ridiculous for Brandon to have this assumption that anyone that's gonna critique your fight now owes you a fade. Like, that's a retarded thing to say. You know what I mean?
Okay, but from my understanding, and granted I haven't seen any of this content, Pun watched the video that was basically maligning Brandon and laughed and, you know, probably agreed with the assessments that were being made that Brandon would obviously take issue with. And since he was lampooning Brandon's martial arts skills, that caused Brandon to say, hey, if you're so confident in making fun of my fighting skills, we should fight.
No, I get it, but that's essentially equivalent of like Kendrick hitting us up and being like, "So you didn't like my new song? Like, let's battle, bitch!"
No, it would be like that. But okay, but Brandon and Pun are on the same level.
I guess,
kind of. I mean,
could you imagine Pun trying to sprawl when Brandon goes for the takedown?
If they fight for real, like an MMA fight, Brandon is taking him down instantly.
Well, yeah,
I know Brandon took a L in that Brandon Slayer incident
for sure.
I'm not allowing that to paint my idea of him as a fighter.
I don't think Pun is. There's nothing that gives bitch from him. He don't seem like he's soft in any capacity, but I've never seen him do a physically rigorous activity ever.
I mean, Pun is like every other guy in LA, which he keeps a gun on him, I assume. And if you fuck with him, he's not gonna fight you. He's gonna lean on his gun. He's gonna pull out his gun, or he's gonna say, "Hey, I'll shoot you," or whatever. He's not out here just catching fades. Granted, when he was younger, yes, but a guy like Pun, same as AD or whatever, like they're in the club. Maybe somebody gets a strap in, but for the most part, you're out there butt naked. And he'll get into a fight at the club. Everybody drunk in the club. Sure, he'll get in a fight in that scenario outside the club. Sure, that kind of situation happens. But Pun is not meeting up with people for squabbles. This is just not. And he'll say, "I'm 50 years old. I'm too grown to be meeting up with this random bum." I mean, like, what is separating you from a random bum?
Just
I mean,
picture Pun in a CrossFit class.
But that's what I'm saying is like. The level of physical, like Brandon in comparison to Pun is like basically in a training camp all year because he's, even if he goes to like 2 or 3 martial arts classes in a week, I mean, that's like so much more.
No, Brandon is peak Brock Lesnar compared to
He is Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. That's
Brandon versus Pun is Brock Lesnar versus me.
Remember when Pun got into it with Josh? That shit was crazy.
I remember fucking Josh marking him out per my recollection.
But that's the whole thing. It's like, Pun wanted to go outside with Josh.
Yeah,
he don't want to meet up at the dojo.
Fools want to fight Josh. They want to fucking yell at Lush. They want to fucking
Dub when he's alone.
Yeah, I want to fucking try to run up on Desto Dub by himself.
If Dub had one security guard with him, that wouldn't happen.
That's what
they would act like he wasn't even there.
That's what I'm saying. But now someone that's actually about that squabble life is trying to fucking bring you a hat. And what's happening with it, fool?
Crazy.
Come on.
It's just so fake. But it's like, all right, the same way where I started to see, I wouldn't say the fan base like fully turned on 4 Extras when he decided that he didn't want to fight King Pill, but it did feel like I saw a change in the comments that I had not seen until then, where it was like, oh, like a lot of people, what it kind of felt like? It kind of felt like when all the Trumpers realized that Trump was going to tell them to shut the fuck up about MAGA.
Yeah.
4 Extra turning down King Pill kind of felt like that at that time. A little bit like, oh, we finally found like one thing that his fans will actually see as being hypocritical enough that they're going to actually kind of take issue with him. And I kind of feel like if you, and honestly, kind of the same thing with T-Rail taking the shot in the club in Turks.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, even if you were the biggest T-Rail fan, you have to watch that clip and say, oh, he's a hoe. And he even admitted it about himself. And I kind of feel like, I don't know how energized or existent the Ace Boy Pun fan base is, but it kind of feels like unless you are just fully committed to the glaze, you have to look at that scenario and be like, oh, he's not down to meet up with Brandon. That has to kind of change how you view him, right?
Well, yeah, I think that with 4 Extra, the reason why it changed the way a lot of people view him is because our perception of 4 Extra is like, for what? Squabble? Hell yeah. It's like it's his favorite thing to do.
But that's like how Pun talks sometimes.
I mean,
that's how every LA motherfucker talks. Bro.
I know, and a lot of the podcast fans hear that and they're like, "Oh, he's all about the squabble. Like he's down to run a fade, yada yada." And like, but most of the time, dudes don't really have to like prove that they're down to run a fade, And it's like in this case, it's like, I mean, Brandon's giving you a pretty good offer. Like that would probably be one of the most viral things in your whole career if you got into the ring with him, right? Like it's not like your career doesn't need a kick in the ass. like all your hosts left.
Yeah.
Rios is gone. Ace Boy Trey is gone. All them other fools whose names I never learned, they're all gone. It's like, it's not like you're doing so good that it would be insane for you to take part in this. It is analogous with the character that you've been telling us that you are this entire time, and you are basically in a dead zone content-wise because all those hosts left. Like, you need something right now. So you turning down Brandon really stands out to us. Free my boy Bubba. He was tripping, but
free Bubba.
I'm just saying, man.
Got in 30.
Bubba would have definitely fucking pulled up for the fade.
Bro, Bubba got 30 just by tripping.
You feel me? You won't even pop a 30.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, honestly, if Pun were to fight him, it would just completely slaughter whatever like semblance of an aura is remaining for him at this point.
Do you think, though?
Yeah. Just get his ass whooped.
The thing is that, like, I feel like probably 100% or 90% of the fan base already believes that Brandon would fuck him up. So don't you think it would kind of like win him some points by like you showing up to fight Suspect? I think won you points.
Yes, but like if
I don't know if I believe what I just said though, because you did get clowned so hard for it, but also you did what you were supposed to do. You did the respectable thing. Yeah.
No, the difference is like, I don't have this tough guy aura that Ace Boy Pun does. There's no like lore or behind me being a tough person like that. It's like you said, like we've heard him talking about beating people's asses, being a bully in the streets back in the day. All this.
Can you open that link I sent your email? I forgot. I sent like when I was taking a piss, I looked at the Reddit and I seen there was at least one clip that we could react to.
Bubba from the video.
I don't know why I said audio link when I could just go to the Reddit. That's kind of weird, but it saves me from having to look through it, I guess. Did you not get it? All right, fuck it. I'll just pull it up.
I'm more into fucking.
What does it pertain to?
Bubba from the Biddy, if you're asking me.
Just don't show the screen until I find it, so that.
Yeah, they really don't hold back with their opinions on the Reddit, do they?
Under best. Oh, that was like 5 minutes ago.
Yes, so good.
Wait, is that a new Flacco Cam Capone interview? Because he told me that he said something on his Cam Capone interview recently that like
no way
Cam Capone doesn't want to put it out. like Flacco did a Cam Capone interview and Cam's not putting it out.
How does that make that's crazy? Because like Cam seems to just be down to put content out,
right? Because I've also had a lot of people tell me that Cam Capone will just sit there and just Google shit while he's interviewing you. Like you gotta just sit there and like wait for 5 minutes while he looks some shit up. But like, I guess Flacco said some like shit. I don't know, but he said he's just not dropping their interview, which is so crazy. But anyway, title: AD exposes Pun. Oh, actually, this is kind of boring. AD reveals that Pun only lifts 15-pound dumbbells in the gym.
You don't gotta do it. You like, I got this, girl. Don't worry. Go, give me the 60s.
Bro, but so look, if he's giving you 10 pounds dumbbells, bro, I can't use 10-pound dumbbells. It's counterproductive. You know what I'm saying? Give me the 50s and the 60s. We can start off like that.
Yeah, you gonna try to play me and say I have 10-pound dumbbells. That's crazy.
Okay, 15, my bad. 15-pound dumbbells. And I'm sitting there, I'm like,
trying to play me?
I get.
They're trolling. I refuse to react to that.
That's probably out of all the ones I've ever seen him do, that was his greatest work, bro. Damn, a nigga, have you ever seen somebody get exposed in such a manner where a nigga literally peel back every layer of what you say and stand on and prove it to be fraudulent?
That is not what that video did at all. For the record, we're going to keep watching this. I don't know why you're taking your headphones off, but for the record, that video in no way like invalidated Brandon's black belt.
No, it doesn't invalidate his black belt, but
it showed you that some people have black belts that are of questionable origin.
Well, I mean, like Brandon, even just being down to hop in a random squad when he wasn't expecting to, and just like
that was fire.
To me, that shows he's a fighter. You know, like he's never even claimed to be a boxer, and he still was down to. Like,
Pun is acting as if there is now evidence that Brandon 100% does not have a valid black belt and is not tough. That is the opposite of what is true, for the record, because I'm going to say maybe like 5% of jiu-jitsu gyms might have like questionable black belts going around. It's got to be like a very small percentage, I would assume.
But does a jujitsu, like when you get a black belt in jujitsu, is that different from like Taekwondo?
It's all different. They're all different like disciplines.
Right?
So yeah,
there's people who got 10 different black belts in 10 different disciplines. You know,
that's fucking scary.
I mean, that would be very uncommon, but yeah, all right.
Could Brandon beat up both AD and Pun simultaneously? Is the real question.
If anything I've learned from watching like two people fight one person in MMA fights, no.
Okay.
That seems like that almost never works out. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, bro, you made Brandon mad, man.
All I did was react.
He was hurt.
Sensei Labubu got to man up.
He was hurt.
I'm sorry, Sensei Labubu.
That nigga said,
I crushed your feelings.
anybody want to challenge me?
I welcome anybody on Saturdays and Sundays to come down to my dojo. Fucking nerd. The fuck?
Damn.
Come down to my dojo.
Stop Asian hate.
Yeah, for real. This is
It's
a little racist.
And we serving lemonade after. Shut up, fat boy. You disgust me, Sensei Labubu.
Hey, if you was to run the cuss on the streets,
This is the most racist fade ducking I've ever witnessed. This man chose to lampoon and disrespect an entire country, like 8 billion people in fucking Japan, rather than just go to the dojo.
The sound effect in the back is killing me.
That is funny. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is pretty funny. Even though it's also like it's funny, but it is a hilarious ducking of a fade. Let's be real. That's what this is. Okay.
what you think he would do?
Shake my hand.
No, he going straight for the tackle.
No,
He's trying to get you on the floor.
He'll be a foolish man.
He doesn't know that you are versed in the arts of the potato.
No, he doesn't know.
Pun's starting to actually look like Big Pun at this point. Like that karate gi's not doing him any favors.
Man, I don't know.
That was pretty
I just
racist.
like hope that the fans can see through that one.
I'm pretty sure that's
they were doing like an Asian voice too.
it's a clear turn down. Fool, it's a clear turn down.
Yeah, it's hard to see that as anything else. Damn.
There was, and I really hope that Munchie B holds them accountable the same way he did, Stupid Young. Like
there's a,
you know what I'm saying? Like
Munchie does stand on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's protecting the Asians, you know.
Very good point. Hopefully Munchie will remain consistent on that.
Have some words for these gentlemen.
They said it's racist because I said that there's 8 billion people. I know there's 8 billion people in the world.
Yes.
For the record.
Yes.
I do know that.
And the largest population and concentration of that happens to be in China.
Dead homies. Here's your lighter.
With that being said,
go drink some green. Shout out to everybody. 40 minutes ago, Tania said you accidentally called me. Oh, wait, that was during the ATM Richie podcast. Anyway, appreciate everybody who tuned in. A little extra episode for you guys out there. Since I got to take off tomorrow, I'm going on vacation. I'll give you guys a big ass update about where I'm at next week because I'm taking off on quite the voyage. But shout out to you guys.
It's gonna be lit.
Appreciate it.
We're gonna be here all week, turning up. We're gonna try not to burn the building down while the big dog gone. But hey,
let's stream hard, man. Let's do some bonus streams and shit.
We're gonna be bonusly streaming, gang.
Yeah,
I got
let's
some
do
cool
it.
ideas for that. The find the next rapper shit that you guys were talking about too.
We gotta do that soon, man. I'm gonna do that.
We'll get that in motion.
Also, I just see someone say Adam act like you didn't duck Ruga. I did, but I am a non-participant. I have never came on this podcast and said I want to whoop that person's ass. When I see that person, I'm gonna fuck them up. I've never said that, and that's why you can't call me a hypocrite for turning down a fade, because I've made it clear I'm not fighting anybody.
Yeah,
this is not something that I want to introduce into my life, so you can't call me a hypocrite for not fighting. I've made it clear the king will not come down and politic with you peasants.
But you have like fade footage on the tube and stuff. Like
that was a different part of my life, Lush. Post COVID.
No,
I'm a man of peace.
No post-COVID fades.
Nah, but for sure, you got me swinging on Austin Augie in that one clip. That's the only one. Damn, if it wasn't for that, I would have no fades on the record.
Went from
That was a crazy video too.
Went from Austin Augie to boxing Josh and Ashkenazi. He's not a Nazi. You feel me?
Oh, you just do Austin Augie diss track. Yeah. Why not? Nah, like, I'm not gonna lie, that was like almost my last fight, but then there was another one at at a store on Melrose.
Oh yeah, you told that story on your like at one point. I think.
Yeah. Just fucking somebody threw a cup at me and hit me in my back, and I just turned around and freaked
King
out.
Pill pushed him.
And honestly, yes, in the last like 5-6 years of my life, that was the closest I came to. Because that was probably 2018.
Damn.
I haven't used my hands since then.
King Pill off the shrooms.
Except on my girl, obviously.
Yeah, but that's what you're supposed to. Bow, 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 bow. Someone got to lay down the law.
on a fake wrestler like Raj.
Yeah. There's no way I'm letting her get away unscathed.
I've started fighting back in my phase with my girls. Been a whole different relationship since then.
You got to.
Yeah.
Anyway, appreciate you guys. Good talking. Everybody tune in for the rest of the week for crazy content, and make sure you smash